The best
And
one.
we're live.
Vaccine.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, I
I
got
mean, it's
vaccinated
it
last
protects
week.
the best. So. It's funny. It's funny because now we're all. There's a bunch of like, borderline fear mongering going on about the Delta variant, and that's not to say that it's not causing any complications, but when you look at like the efficacy rate of vaccines, and you see like, oh, first dose Pfizer is like 80% effective against every variant except Delta variant, and then it's only 30% effective against Delta variant. When you read a headline like that, you're like, oh shit, there's like a 70% chance if I get the Delta variant that I'm not protected in any way. When that's not true. The 30% isn't 30% efficacy for any protection at all. It's 30% for like being seriously hospitalized, right? So like or showing symptoms even. I forget which one. I'll have to like do my research again. I was just reading about this earlier today and I've already forgotten things about it, but anyway, the second vaccine dose for Pfizer is what brings it back up to like 80%. So
is Vancouver doing anything for acceleration?
Not really. We're doing like there's not a lot of vaccine hesitancy in BC. I mean, it exists, but it's not like America levels or anything. Alberta, which is the conservative province of Canada, generally, the oil province, they're doing like a vaccine lottery right now. So
yeah, for like $3 million or something.
Yeah, $1 million to 3 different people.
Okay.
You just register, get the vaccine. So that should hopefully draw some people to get it, because who knows? There's some people that might just be like, they might be on the fence about it or something.
Hey, sorry if this is off topic, but how's your hand, Adam?
It's getting better. The pain
That's
was
good.
like in my tendons here, right? And I'm not really feeling that so much anymore. I was feeling it a bit on my right hand yesterday because I had my mouse clicked down for like the whole thing that I was doing for editing, but yeah, not feeling any tendon pain in my left anymore. I've got wrist pain for some reason, and I don't know why. But no real, as far as I can tell, no real wrist pain in my right. So it's improving a lot. I just have to make sure I don't like overdo it and get back to formula, as Willem Dafoe would say.
Right.
Back to formula.
Oh yeah, speaking of Willem Dafoe, I saw this movie recently with him in it called To Live and Die in L.A.
Oh, the
And a lot of
William
people-
Friedkin movie. Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's really great, but I guess I was a little disappointed by it. I thought it was just maybe a little too similar to The French Connection, which I really enjoyed.
I just
Like,
watched that today. The French Connection. It's pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really great movie for the most part, but my biggest complaint would have to be like the ending. No spoilers, but like, this epilogue that like happens after the final scene kind of ruins the ambiguity of that final scene. When it's like, oh, this is what happened to these characters. It was so unnecessary, and it felt like the studio just slapped it on just because they were worried about audiences freaking out over like such a bizarre and unorthodox ending that like left
I like
things
that.
really open-ended. Yeah. I really loved the direction like the ending was going in, but it felt like the epilogue really got in the way of that.
Is my
I
mic
kind of like
working?
the epilogue.
Yes, it's
because
working.
it just felt like a punch to the gut after like Gene Hackman's character. He's so obsessed that like by the end it just all meant nothing, and I thought that was pretty emotionally resonant.
Yeah.
They should make a movie called The French Canadian Connection, where everybody gets mad if you speak English.
I also saw a movie called Ghost Dog: The Way of the Samurai.
Jim
Has anyone
Jarmusch. I
here
haven't
seen
seen
that?
it yet.
Yeah.
Is it one of his? Have you seen a lot of his movies or no?
No, that's like
Okay.
the only one of his
Because I'm curious to see how that compares with the rest of his. Because it seems like kind of almost different. I don't
Yeah,
know
do
what
you
to
like
expect. I like
Do you
him
like Jim
sometimes,
Jarmusch?
yeah.
What
I
would you
loved
consider your
Patterson.
favorite
That
of his
might be my
movies?
favorite, but I don't know. I'd have to see more.
I
I
think
don't.
the only one,
There's some that I don't. I didn't like the vampire one, and I don't think I'll like the zombie one. But we'll see what happens.
the zombie one is the only one I've seen. Well, the dead don't die. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a Jim Jarmusch noob in that
Yeah.
regard.
I remember Broken Flowers being good, even though I was like severely intoxicated and can't remember anything about it.
There was this other one called Dead Man with Johnny Depp. I'm
yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
I saw
interested in
that
seeing it.
one when I was younger, also. And there's one really memorable point in it, but I'd like to see it again. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Hello, everyone.
Hmm.
Who here saw Cruella?
I did.
I haven't.
I
was
have not.
meaning to.
I honestly, I have
I'm gonna
mixed
wait
feelings about it.
till
Sorry.
I'm gonna wait till Disney doesn't release it under that. You have to pay extra money just to watch it. I
Oh.
don't.
Oh
That's
god.
why
I'm not a big fan of that thing.
Yeah, it seems like a bad practice to support.
That's the sole reason why
It's
I
like
watched it.
it's like I'm already paying you guys money to watch, all these other shows. Why should I pay
Yeah,
extra
why-
money for that particular film?
It's weird
Yeah.
because, like, then why even have it on Disney Plus anyway?
Yeah.
Like, just
Mhm.
throw it on iTunes or something. But I guess iTunes would make a cut, and they just kind of want their own platform where they don't have to give away
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
money.
I saw
And
the
some-
clip of the fucking dog, of the dogs eating the mom off the cliff. That was
They
pretty
weren't
great.
eating.
That was a
I
yeet
thought
if
you.
I
I thought you
ever
said they
saw
were
one.
eating the mom. But
No,
I-
it was a
I'm sorry.
yeet.
Yeeting.
Yeet.
No, that would make too much sense.
Yeah,
that
if they
was
mauled her to
dumb.
death, that would make more sense. But it's like a kids movie, so
It's
they
stupid.
knock her off
They're
the
like, here
fucking
you
cliff.
go, boom.
And then her reaction was just, no.
She just stood there.
Holding
Does
her
anybody
little
care if
dog
I
in her
spoil
hand.
it?
So the movie.
I don't care.
No,
Yeah,
I don't give a
and like the
fuck.
funniest
Go
thing.
I
Like the
cares.
funniest thing about that mom scene, in my opinion, was the fact that they have to show Cruella like tightly clutching onto her little dog throughout the entire ordeal, so Disney could be like, "See, she still like doesn't hate dogs.
Yeah,
She had like a chihuahua in her arms while her mom was dying."
the weird part about the movie is, like, out of context, you see the mom pushed off the cliff by the dogs thing, and you think, like, oh, that's just how they're justifying why she doesn't like Dalmatians or something. And
Skins them
it
So
and
stupid.
skins them.
and it
Dalmatian.
and it kind of it pretends as if that's what it's doing also in the movie for that moment in a really dishonest way, because later they go, oh, the Baroness had a dog whistle that Cruella didn't see when she was a little girl. She was so tiny, and the Baroness used the dog whistle to command the Dalmatians to push the mom off the cliff. So the film removes the responsibility away from both the Dalmatians and Cruella, so that it's just the Baroness's fault that her mom died. And at that point,
I'm done.
why do we have Dalmatians pushing a mom off the cliff? Because it no longer justifies anything about Cruella's character, but it's just in there, and it's like tricks you into that. The whole movie is like a gigantic, like, earth rumbling wink and nudge to the audience, where it's like, you've seen the other movies, haha. Like, and that's the whole thing, and that's all Disney does now with their cash grabs. It's just so annoying
like a
because it's like
Uh,
they don't
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
like such a
genuine
stupid bait and
stories.
switch.
None of them feel like
It's such a
genuine
s-
stories. They're just like the studio just talking with the audience, basically, like promoting
that's
other
a
things they
stupid
made.
That's such a stupid bait and switch.
I can't
it's-
really.
So,
It removes its own point
God.
of being there. It
Wait,
makes itself unnecessary.
I
Yeah.
No, I
can't really.
haven't
I don't
seen
know
it,
shit.
so I'm just curious. Is it just like the Joker? Is it that like formula?
There's similarities. It's a
Uh-huh.
lot longer
That's
than
the song.
Joker. It's a lot more boring than
Yeesh.
Joker. there's about 20 times as much licensed music as there was in Joker.
Yeah.
Like
That was probably,
every hit from the 70s plays in Cruella, basically.
that was
Nice.
probably my
Oh.
favorite.
As funny as that sounds, I'm still not gonna pay extra money just to see that film.
That was
Yeah,
probably my biggest
it's exhausting.
criticism with the film.
Yeah.
That was probably my biggest criticism with
Yeah.
Cruella is that how much licensed music it had.
It doesn't
just
even
felt
give
like,
you a chance to breathe. It's
Yeah,
like just here's another hit song and here's another hit song, and it doesn't matter if it fits the scene
Is it
because it
worse than
doesn't.
Suicide
Yeah,
Squad?
Like,
yeah,
they-
it may as well have been directed by Zack Snyder.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
somehow has
His
more
third
licensed
film this
music than a
year.
Zack Snyder film.
it very well may have been directed by Edward Schultz.
I wouldn't be surprised if it like held the record for frequency of licensed music like that, you know? It seems like
Is it
so
worse than-
unnatural. It seems like honestly unprecedented.
Yeah.
Is it worse than Suicide Squad?
No, I don't think so. Wait, did I give both of them a 2 out of 10?
Yeah, you did.
I think Suicide Squad probably deserves a 1. What? But you know what? Cringe Joker was kind of funny. No, they're both 2. How long is Suicide Squad? It's like not as long as
I
Cruella.
think it's exactly like 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I like Suicide Squad better than because it's shorter.
So
And they're
Cringe
both
Joker is the
equally-
reason you gave.
Exhausting, probably.
So
I
Cringe
feel like
Joker
they
is the
probably
reason
did.
you gave the Snyder cut a 3 instead of a 2.
No, I didn't say that.
I was joking.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really, I can't really say I hated Cruella as much as I was expecting. Like I don't think it was very good, but I think it still had some promising things about it. Like
Like
I
what?
liked I liked the sidekick characters. They reminded me of Tucker and Dale in a way, but not as well written. But
I mean,
they were
yeah,
fun.
they're just not as well written side characters as any other movie that has like the duo characters, like, you know, like it's such
But
a
they-
common trope to have like the 2 little
I was
henchmen.
happy when they were whenever they came on screen though, because that was like the saving grace for me.
Yeah.
I feel like the expectations were so low for the movie that a lot of people just ended up
Yeah.
enjoying it slightly. Like that seems to be the consensus, I find.
It was girl Joker, so people enjoyed it slightly. What's
I think Emma Stone is a
It wasn't Birds of
What's
Prey
the name
Girl
of the-
Joker.
no
The Harley
actress who
Quinn
plays
movie?
Cruella
Harley Quinn's
again?
her own thing.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, yeah.
I think
So-
Emma Stone's a wonderful actress, but I didn't really buy her British accent.
What was that really bad movie she was in like a year? What was it? Witches?
Aloha?
That thing?
Or-
Mm.
What?
Oh,
She's-
The Witches.
Yeah.
Like an
That's Anne
adaptation of like
Hathaway,
a
though.
Roald Dahl book.
Emma Stone is disappointing in Cruella because she's so underacting the entire time. Like, coming from Glenn Close in the 90s movie, and even in the animated movie, like, if you're going to make a film being like, here's this character you love, but the character in every other iteration has always been, like, super over the top, like, why would you not make her super over the top anymore? Like, we have to make her more grounded? Like, that's not why people like the character.
Yeah, it's like the same
She's
thing with like
eccentric.
the whole like, did you hear about like how on the Rotten Tomatoes podcast they were like praising Aladdin 2019? They were being like, oh, Will Smith's genie is more grounded than Robin Williams' genie.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
That makes him good.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants that,
because
and they're just
grounded
making
is
shit
what I
up.
want from Genie from
It's a
Aladdin.
genie.
Yeah, it's,
He's a grounded, relatable, down to earth character, that
Liter-
everyone
Besides,
can
he's
relate to.
floating.
we took everything interesting about movies and we removed them to make them like real life.
Make him
By
like
grounded, we mean boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
but yeah, the
Apparently,
weird thing about Cruella is like what I said about the Dalmatians and how they like. You would think that a plot point exists, and they're pretending it exists to justify things that we know about the character later in her life from the other films, right? But every time it happens, it does the exact opposite. So we learn Cruella didn't dye her hair black and white. She was born with black and white hair, and she had to
God.
dye it
What?
like brunette or redhead to
What?
have a disguise, and then
yay.
got rid of the dye
Why?
to get it black. It's like, okay, that no longer says anything about her character, because like
And then
if
she
she
sets
was the
him
one that
straight-
made that decision, that would say something about her character. If she's just born with it and it's a coincidence, that says nothing about her character. So you're doing the opposite of of justifying things about her, right? Same thing with
And then she sets
Is
herself
that
on
supposed to
fire
be
and
like
she's
a
fine.
reveal?
It is. I don't know. They just over-explain everything. There's a part where
I don't
there's
know.
like
I just,
3 seconds of the movie where she's like watching television. Like I shit you not, like 3 seconds, just like in between scenes, she's watching TV, and someone on the TV, she's watching an old movie, and she sees someone laugh, and they're like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, so she got her laugh from watching TV? Like that's.
Oh,
Like, why can't she just have a laugh? Like, why did?
What's the point?
And
That
so
reminds me of
then it's like
Hmm.
they make it so that she met Horace and Jasper when they were like children, right? And so it's like, oh, here we're gonna explain why she knows Horace and Jasper, as if that needed explaining. Like, whatever, she could have 2 henchmen, like in the other, like she doesn't need to have known them her entire life. And what that does is it doesn't help justify what's in the other films, because in the other films she treats them like shit. And in Cruella, they're saving her, they're helping her in every moment. It's like, this makes less sense, because now I'm wondering, why does she treat them like shit later? Like, what if you're going to justify
does she
something
hate
about their
Dalmatians?
relationship, you'd think that they'd be assholes to her, and then that would justify her treating them like shit. But no, they're like the nicest people ever to her. And then
So
she
wait,
just treats them like shit in the other movies. Like, okay.
There's no
Because she's
explanation then
evil,
to
but you
why-
also want to vote. But you also want to like root for her just cause she's girl boss Joker.
I think that what they're going to wind up doing is they're already, they greenlit a sequel. So
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Godfather 2 type thing again.
I don't know if
aren't they already doing that for the Lion King.
I don't know if
live action thing.
I don't know
Yes.
where they're going in the timeline with the Cruella sequel, but if the Cruella sequel does well enough, and they don't already do this with the sequel already, I imagine they'll probably catch up to the point in the timeline where the events from the other films happen and just retcon it or something. That's my assumption.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a prequel, right?
I mean, Cruella's supposed to be a prequel, but who knows what they're going to do with sequels of Cruella, right?
Yeah.
I think they're confusing a well-written character with a character who you explain like every inch of their backstory, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they over-explain everything to the point where there's an end credits scene where Roger and Anita get puppy Dalmatians in the mail, and it's Pongo and whatever the female dog's name was, and they got them in the mail from Cruella. So Cruella
Oh,
gifted
God.
Pongo and Perdita to Roger and Anita, as if anybody was wondering how these characters could get a dog. Like, how did these characters buy a dog? I just don't get it. But like, then it's like, I don't know. If I remember correctly, I think the implication was that those puppies came from the other Dalmatians that she stole, meaning that Pongo and Perdita, the 15 puppies they have later, are probably incest babies then, if that's the implication. Also, in that same end credits scene, they can't help themselves but to reincorporate the Roger playing the piano, Cruella de Vil, like that song, right? But in the original film, he writes the song directly after a confrontation with her, and it's like a hate song. He's like, you know, like, this woman's a bitch, she's ruining our lives, so I'm going to write a song and vent about it. But in the context of Cruella, he literally starts writing the song after he gets a free puppy from Cruella, and they haven't had any confrontation the entire movie. And so it's like, why are you writing this song? And the lyrics are still the same. He's saying like, if she doesn't kill, like, it's a very
can't stand her,
insulting
then no
song.
one
Yeah.
will.
So it's like, why are you writing this insult song after she gives you a puppy and you've had like no arguments with her throughout the entire, like, I don't understand.
It's Disney. Did you expect anything to make any sense? Like,
No. Yeah, it's frustrating and annoying, and I wouldn't have watched it if Gael didn't want to. And I even if I decided to check out the beginning of it, I probably would have dipped much earlier, but he was just there. It was exhausting. I wanted to leave the entire time. I would have shut it off if he wasn't watching with me.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, ironically.
Okay.
Like he was making fun of it.
You just watch it
Fair.
on Disney Plus then? Or?
I watched it on None of Your Business.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Disney minus.
I watched it on
Disney
I will
minus.
never pay Disney a monthly fee for a service that I will barely use. So
That's fair.
Didn't you watch Artemis Fowl on like a friend's Disney Plus account?
that's what I said, yes.
Oh. Whoops.
Oh no.
Got him.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Mm.
What?
Speaking of Gael, how's his closing argument for Team Jacob coming along?
It's not doing too good. He did this to himself. He trapped himself into a corner.
Oh no.
Yeah, the commentary should be out in this week. I'll be finishing up those videos today.
Is it the best
Yeah,
one?
It's pretty funny. I don't know how to compare
I
them.
I watched the first Twilight with your commentary, and your commentary was great, but the movie itself was kind of boring. Is the rest of the series as boring as that, or does it get funnier later?
That's what I meant. Like, is this your favorite Twilight?
Oh, I mean the series does get more entertaining as it goes along, except for the last movie, which is not as good as the second last movie, but still better than the first Twilight.
So Breaking Dawn Part 1 is the best.
Yeah, it's the funniest one. It's the most entertaining. It has the most substance for sure. The most things
Substance.
happen. Despite the first,
Which is the one where he likes a baby?
It's all
where he what's the baby? Oh, that's at the
Where
end.
he like
falls in love.
Yeah,
with
Jacob.
No
Jacob wants to
spoilers.
boink the baby in
Oh
the
my
last
God.
two movies.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
one.
no.
Which one introduces the baby?
Breaking
Like,
Dawn Part
horrifying
1
baby?
introduces
Okay.
the scary
So-
baby.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I wish they went with the fucking doll. That would be so funny.
Yeah,
That
it's like,
baby's
of
more
course, they
creepy
like,
than the Eraserhead baby.
Of course they would.
yeah,
never
they could
do
like
that.
American Sniper it and just use a doll. They could have just like American Sniper.
But they did, and that's why they CG'd it. They had an animatronic doll, and it looked
Yeah, and
it looked like
was-
Chucky,
Didn't
and
people
then
not
they
like that?
CG'd over top of it.
Sniper.
That's
That's
funny.
hilarious.
But it'd probably be more accurate to vamp. I don't know.
Yeah, it was there was had some issues.
God, the baby. That's some Binding of Isaac looking shit. Look at this.
It's terrifying. It's genuinely terrifying. Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a whole
Who needs
group-
sleep?
Yeah, there's just a whole
Great.
group on Facebook dedicated to hating this baby. It's unbelievable.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Unbelievable, yeah, understandable.
Chuck Esme or whatever they call it.
Fair.
No wonder they didn't show like the thing. Like I was trying to imagine like what I can't say it now, but like at the end of Rosemary's Baby, they don't show a certain thing, and I was wondering what it looked like, and now I know.
I guess so.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that.
What's up?
No, I was just gonna say. Well, I don't want to spoil Rosemary's Baby, but I don't think it's the kind of thing where it's like they had a clear idea of what
Yeah.
they were not showing. It's
Yeah,
I think like
yeah. I think.
I don't think there
do
is like
think-
this is what it looked like, you know.
Well,
Mm.
they showed part of it, but I actually do like the fact that they kept it off screen. And honestly, like watching Rosemary's Baby, I was surprised at like how much more it like felt like a drama than a horror.
Mhm.
Like the two elements like combined
Mhm,
really
but it's
well.
terrifying.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Like conceptually and
Yeah.
psychologically, that movie is
Yeah.
terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that Roman Polanski is a great
Yeah.
director.
Damn you and your talentedness.
Yeah.
Stop being good.
he's like up there. He's like up there, like not quite Kubrick, but he's up there, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Adam, are you excited?
Yeah.
Chinatown's like my
go to a
second
theater?
favorite.
Both
film,
the two movies I've
What was the
seen from
question?
him. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just wondering if you're excited to go see Old in the theater, or if you're still a little.
Oh
nervous.
yeah, I'm super excited. I won't
isn't?
like be so sad if I don't have my vaccine before then and not see it, but I'd imagine I will. Like it's another month, right? So we'll see what
You think
happens.
it's going to be weird? Like feel a little different?
I don't know. I'll have to see what kind of weird restrictions are in there and like theater capacities. What's really funny is pretty much every place that has had restrictions on indoor businesses has had really arbitrary restrictions. Like, I don't think any place has done it properly, except for places where it's like everything's shut down or everything's not shut down. Like, so the limited capacities that existed in Vancouver, and I think all throughout BC, were for movie theaters, it was like 50 people maximum per theater or something. And so the Rio Theater, which is like a independent like single theater in Vancouver, they were like, oh well, how come other indoor businesses get to actually just do social distance seating? Like, we can just, if we did that with our seats, we would be able to fit more than 50 people and still be social distance, right? So what they did is they changed their theater to a sports bar and played like hockey and stuff on the theater screen, but just kept everything the same and just called it a sports bar, and they were able to seat more people, and the government was like, okay. So the theater's coming back soon, I guess, because the restrictions are lifted. But it turned into a sports bar for a while, which is kind of a funny way to get around it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine. I wonder how soon A Quiet Place 2 will be on digital.
I don't know. I like tried looking up information about that, but I couldn't find any.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna go to theaters for that one.
That's the same
Yeah.
consistent, like inconsistent with the rules.
Are
but it was
theaters
still-
open in BC?
Yep. Yeah, they're open.
Oh, that's here in Nova
maybe
Scotia,
not
like,
fully
you know.
open. I know that they're open with reduced capacity at the very least.
Yeah, because in Nova Scotia, like movie theaters for us are like phase 3, and we're just starting phase 2 tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. How's the vaccination?
And it's weird because well, we're doing fine now because like we did have like a pretty big third wave, but like it seems to be under control now, but like they're still holding off on. They're doing indoor dining starting tomorrow, but they still want to open the theaters for some reason.
So I wanted to go back to Rosemary's Baby for a second because I wanted to ask if any of you have seen the it's like a show remake of the movie, or I guess it's technically an adaptation of the book, but it's this.
Haven't heard of it.
It's like a life. It's basically like as if Rosemary's Baby was a Lifetime show. You know,
That's really funny.
It's like it might be BBC or something. Maybe not. I don't know, but I remember seeing it a long time, and like they say that it's an adaptation on the book, and they have.
You know what it's called?
Like. It's just called Rosemary's Baby. It's the same title as the original.
I'll look it up.
2014 miniseries?
Yeah.
Weird.
So they say that it's not an adaptation, or they say that it's not a remake of the movie, and they're just going off the book. But like, well, first of all, that is still kind of a remake of the movie because the movie follows the book very closely. But also, they literally recreate certain like scenes and kind of shots.
Do they recreate things that are like exclusive to the movie? Is that what you're saying? Things that must have come from the film and not the book?
I think there's like, well, okay, now that I think about it, I don't know. I remember seeing like certain lines that were the same as the movie, but I can't remember if those were in the book or not. So
it doesn't have a very good user rating, so probably will not check this one out.
It's really bad.
Well, it's like,
and they also decide. Actually,
there's
I'm not going to say
2 episodes.
Yeah, and they're like both 2 hours long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it's split up very well.
I mean, the movie had great pacing, so
Yeah, absolutely.
why
I'm
stretch
just,
that
I
out?
don't know. Again,
I'm just
like
worried. I'm just worried that it's like another one of those things of like the Shining miniseries from '97,
That was
in which
bad.
it's like trying to be more accurate to the book or something, but it's just bad.
Well, Stephen King just doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to making movies.
Yeah, Kubrick
Yeah.
took Stephen King's book and made it better, and then Stephen
and
King
Stephen
got
King
mad.
hated it.
Yep.
He's like, I'll
Because-
show you,
Yeah,
and then it's just shit.
yeah,
I feel like with
it is
I
the
feel like-
funniest response.
I just
so
feel like
bad.
Stephen King doesn't. Well, okay, I haven't read all of his books or many of them, but with how long it is, that book, I feel like he doesn't like things that are more ambiguous and kind of leave more up to the person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like he hates The Shining because it in the book he goes into way more detail and provides more. Never mind, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a big part is that in the book, he's more sympathetic with Jack. He's portrayed as more of a like sympathetic character. While Kubrick's just like, no, this guy's like an asshole, basically.
Yeah, like no spoilers. Like the book has like a much happier ending, even though
It's
certain
very
characters
silly.
still like die. I think
think it
it's
works
still
for the
like
book.
much happier, and like King was like really upset with like the way Kubrick decided to end it simply because he felt like it was much colder. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Bazinga.
Zuber.
Now hold on. Was it Stephen King involved in the production of The Shining, or is it?
No, not
or am I
really.
thinking of a different film?
He was involved in the production of Doctor Sleep, probably. I don't know.
Oh, that's where
Yeah,
it
Doctor
was.
Sleep was like based off a Stephen King book, and there were like comments and like your quickie for Doctor Sleep being like, oh, you can't say that this is a movie that's like trying to do something completely different from The Shining because it's directly adapted from Stephen King's sequel to The Shining.
Yeah, but it was
Well, he
still
tried
also
to- he
trying to
tried to do both
capitalize off.
ways, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was trying to capitalize off of Kubrick while also trying to do the Stephen King thing.
Yeah.
It was like, we're gonna be so accurate to the books, but the Kubrick thing was the one that people actually like, so we're gonna pretend it's like that at the same time also. It's like, okay.
The last 30
Interesting.
minutes was irritating and bad.
The whole movie
Definitely
was
the weakest part.
And I
People
haven't
liked
read
that.
the book, but
I liked
didn't he
it.
take like a lot of
overall.
liberties from the Shining movie when he wrote the book sequel?
Oh, I don't know.
I think like he took a lot of stuff that was in the movie and then he just put it in the book, which is kind of funny because he complained about all the stuff that they added and then he decided to put it into the book series.
Man. Yeah, it's such a weird movie, Doctor Sleep, sorry. I'm just remembering it was this fucking like X-Men shit. It's like a bunch of superheroes after the little boy.
The villain was just sucked, and the last act was not good. The whole nostalgia bait thing, but overall, I enjoyed it. I especially like the scene where Jacob Tremblay just gets his like guts eaten alive.
Yeah, spoilers. Sorry.
Oh,
No
sorry.
Spoilers. I mean, that's not what happens, but yeah.
Isn't it something like that?
I mean, he like they steal his essence or some shit. They smoke his
Yeah.
soul. They rip a fat vape on his soul or something.
Yeah, that
they
still
whipped
looks
his,
kind of goofy.
I don't know.
Like,
They killed him, which is fine, but still wasn't.
More child death in horror movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's cool that it's
whole-
cool that they did it, but it wasn't like fucking crazy or anything.
Yeah. Fucking.
And he's not like a great actor. Jacob Tremblay is gonna run into issues when he's not a cute child anymore in his career.
The Jake
Jacob
Lloyd syndrome.
Trombone.
The fucking like vaping or like the just lightly breathing out thing that the villains do in that
I don't
movie is
remember.
really funny.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know why they thought that would be like a cool.
Oh, it's Tremblay. Why
signature
does
thing.
everybody keep saying Tremblay? I keep saying Tremblay too. It's Tremblay.
I say Tremblay.
Who said
Jacob
Tremblay?
Trombone.
Jacob Trombone.
Jacob Trembling.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell is he gonna do? Oh, he's in the new
Drugs?
Toxic Avenger movie. He is cast as Flounder in a Little Mermaid remake. Okay.
Is that a live action remake?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming you
Probably.
won't see his face on the fish or anything. So who knows? That could be fine.
They better put his face on the fish.
Nah. Yeah, if you
It'll be like
if
the
you
news
just
anchor
keep
from
him to voice
SpongeBob.
acting, it might just work out just fine. Peter
What if they
Dinklage
do
is in the
Little
new
Mermaid,
Toxic
but-
Avenger. Kevin Bacon.
Lion King 2019 style.
Is
So
Jacob
it's all a bunch of characters.
is
as
Jacob
fish.
Tremblay like the star of the new Toxic Avenger?
He's in the
like
new
top
Pixar
billed.
movie, Luca.
Oh, does he play Luca? Is he like the
I
I think he
titular
does.
character?
I think he does.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my goodness. This is an animated adaptation of Charlie Chaplin's The Kid.
What? What is the Luca?
No, Jacob Tremblay is in a movie called The Kid: An Animated Adventure that's in pre-production right now. And it's
What?
animated
weird.
version of Charlie Chaplin's The Kid set in a futuristic New York City.
Oh, it's like gonna be
Oh,
like
no.
sci-fi then. That's weird.
I don't know.
Gonna have space lasers going everywhere.
Yeah, that original The Kid is like a pretty simplistic story. I don't know like what you could do different with it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need to. And that's
Like,
what makes it
why don't you make a
charming.
futuristic sci-fi version of the red balloon while you're at it?
Yeah.
Or M.
Fuck it, remake Citizen Kane.
They did. It's
I'll
called
do
Mank.
that eventually.
Yeah, it's Manx.
They will.
Why don't you remake Psycho? Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh, take that, Gus.
Got him.
Take that,
He had
Vince
to do
Vaughn.
Do you think like later down in the future there's going to be remakes of movies like I don't know, like modern classics like No Country for Old Men or
I don't
Cool
know.
Cat saves
Yeah.
kids.
Or Gone Girl.
It'll
like
probably
that.
be like another 50 years.
I think it
I
has
bet.
to be like
But-
super successful. So No Country for Old Men maybe. Gone Girl maybe not. I don't know how successful Gone Girl was compared to No Country. Probably not as much.
How
I
successful?
completely forgot that there even was a Psycho remake.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know what's weird?
How,
I'm pretty sure Quentin Tarantino like loves the Psycho remake. He thinks it's like superior.
Oh,
and
really?
everything. Yeah, he
Huh.
said
We
it's
need
more
it. We
realistic
need
or something.
evidence of this.
Yeah,
I just
speaking
saw
of
it on the
Quentin Tar-
Wikipedia page. I didn't like look more into it.
Okay, let's see. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
speaking of Quentin Tarantino, he really hated It Follows. Well, maybe he liked it, but he had a lot of complaints about it.
He's got a particular taste. I don't
Yeah.
treat him as like some
Yeah.
god for movie taste or anything. Apparently, if
I
we're just
mean-
going by box office, No Country for Old Men did like half as well as Gone Girl. So
Oh.
yeah.
how successful exactly was the original Scarface?
The 33 version?
Yeah, because like obviously the remake is the one that everyone would remember, but
Yeah.
I'm just curious how successful that was.
I think it was successful for its time. Pretty
I've
sure.
only
Yeah.
watched the original Scarface. I haven't seen the Pacino.
Nice.
Well,
one.
at the time,
I was-
Al Capone was still alive, and it was based on him, so I'm
That's
pretty
true,
sure
yeah.
that was a big thing.
Wow.
Hmm.
Tarantino's favorite movie of 2019 was Crawl.
What?
No,
the
it was The
fuck?
Irishman. But he did mention Crawl too. as one.
Yeah.
No, it was
He
once
did
upon a
mention
time.
Crawl, which is questionable, but whatever.
Allowed.
I mean, there's things that he wants to see, but I don't know. Even if we're just going by like, I want to see the gator eat people. Crawl didn't really deliver too hard on that. Like the only
Yeah.
characters that died were characters that showed up within a minute of their death. Nobody
Literally.
died in Crawl that wasn't introduced right before their death. Like that was really annoying.
Yeah.
I listened to a podcast with him in it recently called Pure Cinema Podcast. They talk about directors' last films, and he kind of goes on a rant on how usually their last films suck, but you know, it was interesting.
Yeah,
I
slash
will say
film.
about Tarantino. It
I
is
always love to
cool.
see filmmakers' love for films.
Yeah, him and Scorsese. they do try and give attention to like smaller movies, which is cool. Even if like, you know, Tarantino has a lot of lists that he does, like the top 20 movies from when he started directing, and he gives shout outs to like Audition and other movies like that.
I saw that
and
list.
he you know, he helped he distributed the American release of like Hero and like you know, he pimps
That's
out
cool.
some foreign films and
If
stuff.
you
That's
guys
cool.
are fans of the filmmaker Sean Baker, if you follow him on Instagram and Letterboxd, which I do,
Yeah,
he always
I
shouts
do too.
out. He always shouts out like indie like horror classics from the 70s and like Arrow video Blu-ray stuff, and it's like, oh my god, I've never even heard of these movies. It's so cool.
Dank.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's really-
bloodydisgusting.com has an article talking like mentioning Quentin Tarantino has gone on record saying he prefers the sequel to Hitchcock's original. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's Psycho 2.
Yeah,
I
I don't
thought it
know
was
if that's. Let's see. So and then okay, here we go. So on I see where this is. So on Slash Film, an article in 2017 by Chris Evangelista says Quentin Tarantino, curiously enough, once said he preferred the remake to the original. However, if you click on once said, it links to the Bloody Disgusting article where it says that he prefers the sequel. So this article by Slash Film is just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Interesting.
It's
okay.
literally just wrong as evidenced by what you can click on from the article. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
Is pretty funny.
Clickbait.
Isn't that? But I mean, it's not clickbait because it's not like in the title. It's just a part of the article. It's just they said something that's wrong.
Look bait.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey,
That's
Adam,
so silly. Why would they just say something that's so not true? Because like if they got the information from the other article, then why? How could they walk away? If they read the article, they would know that what they're saying is not true. Sorry, what were you gonna ask? Was it Augie?
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, I was curious on your thoughts. I don't know if you're gonna make a quickie on it, but I kind of wanted to know what your thoughts on Bo Burnham's Inside was, because I really am not really a fan of his work, but I saw it Inside and I thought it was actually kind of brilliant.
What did you think was different about that in terms of like the do you think that it was better because there was more of like a thematic overall purpose to it, or because I think in terms of like if we're going by like the individual songs and gags, I would say it's pretty consistent with like his other stand-up specials.
So I was more referring to like 8th grade and stuff, but
Oh,
I
that
also,
that's not as good as his
but
stand-up.
also like I've seen like clips of this stand-up, so I can't really say. But I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny, but I don't know. I guess it was just something about Inside. Maybe I was in like the right mood. It just I don't know. I thought it was like really creative.
Yeah, it was great. If you've never watched like one of his full stand-up things on Netflix, go watch that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's pretty good.
Yeah, what is really good. I like that.
I did do that, and I still preferred Inside most. That was the first thing I watched, and I went back, and nothing was really as good as that, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll probably
Also
show up
love
on
that
my
you
list
mentioned,
of things.
I love that he mentioned Lion King 2019 in his Funny Feeling song.
Oh, yeah.
Did he?
And he mentioned Logan
In
Paul.
what context?
In a negative context, I
it
believe.
was just right next to Stevie.
Was he finally able to get his hand inside of a Pringles can?
No.
Dang it.
Yeah, I don't know how into detail I could go about Inside, because to me it's just like if you like Bo Burnham, you find his songs catchy and funny, and you appreciate seeing someone who's willing to be so open about their feelings and self-critical and introspective, then you're going to enjoy it. It's exactly what I would have expected from him, except with the added benefit of having a different format, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of a YouTube channel kind of style.
I mean, that's
but,
where he comes from.
Very long, yeah, very long YouTube video.
Yeah, he basically made a feature-length movie that anyone on YouTube could have made, given the production quality and everything. You know, like it's identical in production quality to a lot of like major YouTubers that can, you know, make something nice looking by themselves.
Yeah.
I wonder if he like mixed the whole things on headphones and laptop, or if he outsourced that. Because
I'm assuming that he did basically everything, as far as I'm.
yeah, there might have been some extra tweaks to the production elements of the music. I don't know.
He looked kind of unrecognizable with his beard and long hair to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's what you could do with just one room, with all the lighting and the different angles.
Yeah, it's a great experimental thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like it's like a comedy version of like, you could imagine like Abbas Kiarostami like making a movie like this. It's like we're gonna limit ourselves to like just one person and a camera in a room, you know, like.
It was darker than I thought it would be as well. Like I was really impressed by like how it didn't like just shy away from a lot of things during 2020 stuff.
Yeah, I would say that that's fairly consistent with his other stand-up stuff. He doesn't shy away from, you know, comedically tackling about important and difficult subjects, and you know.
Yeah, there was this Netflix special called Death to 2020 that like was dumped on the service at like the end of the year, and like everybody hated it.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, maybe hopefully this will just be like kind of a better version of that in some ways.
I don't even know what
to
that
me
is.
it felt to me Inside I guess kind of felt more like a movie than a stand-up to me, just because I guess the timeline of everything that took place, but I don't know, the series of events, but
From the creators of Black Mirror. What the fuck? Sorry. I guess I'll watch it. That's stupid. What's up?
I don't know if anybody has seen this trailer yet, but I was very curious in anybody's thoughts on the Last Night in Soho.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, same.
I'm just gonna watch the movie.
After what happened with
I didn't want to watch the trailer, but my friend forced me, and that was kind of
it was kind of like I couldn't really get out of it because it was in a theater. And
oh, you know, I've got a little trick for you. So when I was excited for The Revenant, and I was seeing movies in theaters, whenever a trailer came on for The Revenant,
still haven't seen it actually.
I'd plug my ears and close my eyes and start humming to myself for 2 minutes, and then I wouldn't see or hear the trailer for The Revenant, and that's what I did several times. So that's
I think I can
that's the life hack. I'm not even kidding.
Everyone just kind of moves away
this
from you.
film, but future films for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, if you don't want to see a trailer, even if you're in a theater, you can avoid it.
And
I skimmed through
Or
the
just walk
trailer
out for a second.
of
to commend you.
I skimmed through the trailer of Last Night in Soho, and it gave me some real Black Swan vibes to it.
Don't even
But
tell
that's
me.
all.
No talking about it.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
All right. What's up, Caleb? What were you asking?
I was gonna commend you for not going to the theaters to see the new Saw film.
Oh yeah,
I
that
eventually-
that would have just been regrettable, even if I didn't get COVID.
Yeah, I
Was it
went for
funny?
you. It was fine.
Yeah.
Was it
Never
funny
gonna see it
bad?
again. No. I'm not
Parts
gonna
of it
see
are
anything.
certainly funny bad. It's like it's such a fucking dumpster fire.
Yes.
And I'm so
very much
sad because I'm like, I have to make a video about this, and I not only have to make a video about it, but I have to watch it a second time to make a video about it, sort of thing. Not because it's like particularly confusing, but because it deserves like an actual like dissection, you know?
I don't think
I saw-
anybody's
Talking
gonna
ab-
do it besides you. So
I have
You're
to,
talking
though.
about Saw Spiral?
yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it
I asked if it
complicate
was
the
funny
storyline even
bad
more?
because I saw like a clip of Chris Chris Rock like screaming in his car.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a
really-
jump scare. It was literally just
That
a
was
jump scare of him
hilarious.
cut to him in mid scream.
That looked like a YouTube poop or something.
The way he shook
It looks
his
like
arms.
it, I know.
Spiral? More like downward spiral.
Ouch.
Got him.
Bazoopered.
Did you hear Jigsaw's new
Bulgaria.
voice, Salamander?
Huh? No, I have not heard Jigsaw's voice.
Oh yeah, it's really lame.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Aw, they didn't get
The
I'm
whole
guessing
thing
it's
is
not
just
Tobin.
the whole thing is just super lame and annoying. And it somehow thinks
I
it's
don't
like
know.
better than the other Saw movies and more mature.
I don't really know what Chris Stuckman thought about the ending, and I don't know why he kind of liked it.
Well,
I can
think-
understand without spoiling anything. I can understand why someone would like parts of the ending. I watched his review. I remember. I don't know if he said he liked the whole ending or if he just said that he liked parts
I
of
know
it.
he said he liked something about it.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I
maybe
think
the
he said
bad.
he liked how much more unprofessional it looked and felt than the other Saw movies.
Yeah, I don't
which
know
I've
if I'd
heard
agree with
other
that.
people
Honestly.
I thought the ending was trash, but that's just me.
The ending sucks, but you can tell that the last trap thing that you see is probably something that was like thought of early on in the writing process. You can tell that they probably wrote the entire story around like, what if this happened at one point? That's my impression anyway.
Yeah, I think that was probably the first trap they wrote.
Yeah.
And
Does
then
it
they
set
wrote
up
all the other
more?
ones before it.
Like, where do they go from this one?
I don't know if they're even going to.
There's no way they can continue down this path.
I mean,
as in nobody even like. What did this make any money? Like,
yeah, no, I think
it's
made a good amount of
Lionsgate,
money.
right? This is like their only franchise, isn't it?
Well,
they
they're
should give
remaking
it
the
to
Hunger
people
Games.
who care about it.
Well, it's coming to digital, like really.
It's
soon,
already on
actually.
digital.
Well, that's why they
Yeah, that's
gave
right.
it to Chris Rock, because Chris Rock was the only one who had an idea to continue the series. He was the one who was like, we should make another Saw movie, and they were like, okay.
So I'm
Yeah,
guessing it's not
so
like a.
It made
trap
36
festival like
million
the other ones.
worldwide. What was the budget? Let's see.
It had pretty low for Saw movies. They're pretty low, right?
$20 million budget.
Yeah. This one had Sam Jackson and Chris Rock though. This was like this one was probably the highest budget Saw movie ever. Right.
Right.
So
I think Jigsaw might actually have had a slightly bigger budget.
let's see.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, that's
Jigsaw.
why.
No, Jigsaw budget was half. It was 10 million. This was
Oh,
20 million.
Jesus.
Oh my god. That's
The
tiny.
only thing that looks like it came close was Saw 7 at 17 million. And then the rest of them like
makes
are
sense.
nowhere even close. Saw
'Cause
6 was
Spiral
10
looks like
million.
an actual movie.
The first one even
Actually,
a million?
Saw 4 was 10 million. What was Saw 6? Let's see.
So Spiral is 9?
Saw Spiral is $20 million budget. Saw 6 is 11 million, yeah.
Sorry, I mean, is it the 9th in the series?
I guess it's the 9th Saw
Yes.
film. But yeah, I mean, maybe if they count the sales of the previous films getting a bump around the promotion of this newest film, if they count that in the money, then maybe they're like, oh, it was worth it. But I don't know how much they spent on advertising. This doesn't look like a huge success, honestly. 36 million
I mean,
worldwide.
They should have released it around Halloween.
Why
kinda
did they
curious,
release
is
it
it
in
more than
May? I
Chaos
just don't understand that. What was their obsession with releasing it in May?
I mean, I think the whole thing is that they didn't want this to be like a typical Saw movie, but maybe that would have been better.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Maybe
like
they
maybe they
already
didn't
have
want to
one for Halloween.
compete with other horror movies. Like I have no fucking idea.
I think that's it, because I think Halloween was supposed to come
Yeah,
out at the
Halloween
end of
2
this
is
year.
coming out this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, they're making that.
Halloween
Did it make more
Kills.
than
Halloween kills and then
Chaos
Halloween ends.
Because Michael Myers is definitely still around.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I'm not a huge fan. I don't care about the hell.
Have you seen the new Space Jam: A New Legacy trailer?
I think so.
It was just more of the same, really.
Yeah, I don't remember anything
Bad.
different in it.
Yeah, we got more bad CGI Lola Bunny. And more
creepy looking.
Oh, that's right. They look really ugly once they become CGI. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Especially
point of doing
Lola.
a Space Jam sequel if you're just going to
Lola
make it
looks
CGI?
like a creepy possessed doll or something.
I mean, like the 2D was already ugly to begin with, but yeah, the 3D stuff is just awful.
There's something the lip syncing in the 2D animation looks so off, but I can't tell if that's because it's just a trailer. Because half of the audio in trailers is like, depending on how they cut it up, it's a lot of the times they just mix and match and like take a sentence and cut off the middle and take the ends and stick them together, and like that's a lot of trailers, so you never know. But
now,
like
Adam,
the lip syncing looks off. What's up?
Do you think anyone will get inflated in this one?
I don't know. That's a real question, I guess. I have no. All the comedy looks like it's just going to be awful. Like this is the second trailer that they posted. They also ended it with so for the first trailer that was posted, they ended it with Granny dancing to hip hop or something. I don't remember, but
with the Clockwork Orange guys in the background.
Yeah, she was crumping. I have no idea.
She didn't
repressed it, but
is this the new trailer or the old one?
But now in the new trailer, my point is, they also ended it with Granny comedy again, and this time she was drinking a martini, and that was the joke because it's like, haha,
what?
Granny's an alcoholic, I guess, right? And so what we've learned from this, if now we've had
jokes in a Looney Tunes movie,
we've had now 2 trailers with plenty of time between them for this new Space Jam where they both end on haha, Granny is acting silly, and that's the joke. So what we've learned is that they believe that those are like the strongest moments of the film because they ended both trailers with Granny shit. They believe that those are like that's what's gonna get them like the big laughs. Is like Granny saying something.
It's a
what the
Looney
fuck is
Tunes
funny
movie.
about an old woman drinking a martini?
Because she wasn't supposed to. Because she was supposed to be playing basketball, not drinking a martini.
Oh, it was during basketball. Okay.
I think I would prefer this if instead Don Cheadle challenged him to like a drink off or something.
Yeah.
She's definitely gonna do karate.
I'd watch that.
Yeah,
challenge you to
another round.
Don Cheadle's like the only interesting thing about the movie because he just seems so weirdly out of place, and I might find some enjoyment just watching his scenes. I don't know.
Do you think Michael Jordan's gonna be in it?
Oh,
I mean, there could be a cameo.
Maybe. You know what? He's gonna be the Bill Murray. He's gonna be like, we need a new player, and then he will show up.
I could see that happening.
Should bring back Bill Murray.
He should have been Don Cheadle's character as like a joke. Or maybe Charles Barkley should be Don Cheadle's character.
Don Cheeto. The Don.
Don Beetle.
Maybe it's gonna be Chester Cheeto.
Chester Cheetah.
What's the Cheetos tagline? What's their motto?
The Chester Cheetah's tagline?
Yeah,
his tagline is "Want to score some meth, kid."
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Kind of character.
I think it ain't easy being cheesy.
Yeah, I think it's
Why is the Chester Cheetah mascot like fucking like a trashy Hell's Angel? Like, why is he look like he's just like a complete alcoholic?
Do you remember those really creepy Cheetos commercials where he's like getting people to do shitty things?
I don't remember.
What?
I remember tossing Cheetos in some woman's fucking laundry.
I mean, like the persona is he's a bad boy, and that's why he wears sunglasses. But he just looks like he smells bad,
Drinks whiskey.
Yeah.
I recall watching a Family Guy cutaway of the Cheeto Man just snorting.
Yeah, snorting,
Cheetos,
snorting.
Yeah, why not?
like cocaine,
With
and
like
then
Rush's
smashing
Tom
Yeah.
Sawyer
glass table with
playing
his
in the
fists.
background.
Tony
That
the
was really
Tiger is
funny.
better than Chester Cheetah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chester Cheetah is what happens when you give Garfield meth instead of lasagna.
Yeah.
Twitter
Basically.
Tony
Toucan
incident.
Sam.
Wasn't there wasn't there
Oh,
that
man.
really weird Tony the Tiger thing a few years ago where he was
Yeah,
in like really weird like commercials where he was like around like dead people or something?
Oh my god.
I don't
yeah,
know what
like
you're talking
Tony is
about.
back.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, the internet
yeah.
historian like covered them in the Tony the Tiger video. I'll link to it.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It was like a meme or something, but it was so confusing.
Is Tony the Tiger the one who the furry incident happened to? Like the furry
Yeah.
porn incident?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a furry Twitter incident with Tony the Tiger.
I bet
But it's
Scoot knows
like,
about it.
okay, come on. Like, I get
But,
it.
like-
You're a brand account. But it's like, you can't control what
Okay.
other people are saying to you. You can
They
just not
basically asked
retweet it
for
or
it.
not like it or not post about it. But then he's like, I will block you if you're posting sexual things because there might be cubs watching, I think is what he said. Like, there might be
Yes,
children.
sustained
But it's like, you have
character.
to be at least 13 to be on Twitter. I don't know. Like, Twitter does have an age requirement for the website. So if someone says "Give me cummies, daddy" to Tony the Tiger, I don't think they're going to be scarred for life. And also, you can just
Yeah.
not like it and retweet it as your brand account. That was just such a weird incident. Like I don't care if some weird furries were thirsting after Tony the Tiger, whether ironically or not. Like it's just doesn't matter.
Mhm. I have no evidence to support this, but I believe that a lot of children's brands Twitter accounts might be run by pedophiles. And I use examples like the time DreamWorks did the diaper thing or whatever.
I don't know if that makes someone a pedophile or if they're just into weird shit. But also, they did say to like post. Yeah, that's a weird one actually. You just reminded me about that. They said post your diaper butt or something. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be asking
what?
like because that's a children's property. So who do they think they're asking to do a
Is that
diaper
for the
pose?
Boss Baby? Is that what it was?
Who do they
No,
think
it
they're
was like
It was
asking?
from
fucking-
Madagascar.
it was like Madagascar, yeah.
Oh, Madagascar.
Like there is an age gate on the website, but like I don't know, 13-year-olds that's still pedophilia, or that's
Yeah.
still illegal.
It's so weird. Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter is a very strange place.
I just want to say the
Sometimes.
weird Tony the Tiger videos, they're on the channel Tony is Back on YouTube. And one of the commercials, obviously I don't think they're obviously real, but one of them he convinces someone to perform a suicide bombing.
Oh, cool.
So that's like
I'll watch
so that's
these.
like-
What? Oh my
That's your
god.
response? Oh, cool.
That's great.
It's like it's just a weird CG Tony the Tiger
Oh,
just
dude.
talking to
No,
someone in a
commercials
diner.
like
It's
that
so
are
weird.
hilarious. Have
Yeah.
you
Like-
seen the PSA
Yeah,
about
the other ones are so
the speeding PSA? where the-
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was the other one with
The
the
guy
cop.
rolls over the kids.
That one
in
was
his
real
car.
though. That one wasn't even like a meme. That was like a real
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, exactly.
And then the Doritos one I recommended in my unfriended review is pretty good. That one was not
Oh,
real.
I don't remember that.
Then, I remember
If you
I
search
mentioned-
banned Doritos commercial, it should
Alright.
be. Yeah, it's banned Doritos commercial and then hyphen Breakfast Club is the title
Mhm.
Right.
on channel
I
Peter
think-
Gilroy. It's really funny, and the dude,
I think
the large man from Unfriended was in it. That's why I mentioned it in the review.
I think I recommended.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember.
Last Hangout.
Oh.
What are you saying, Augie?
Ryan
Sorry.
shoves his hand in a blender.
I think I recommended this in the last hangout or one before, but I remember recommending that Doritos commercial with the pregnant lady where
Hmm.
he keeps showing.
Oh yeah,
the,
that was weird.
He shows the Dorito bag to the sonogram and then the baby just swoops out.
Oh yeah. That's
There was like that other Doritos commercial where the guy like tried to get the girl to like suck his dick by putting Doritos on his pants. Like,
Oh
that
my
was-
god.
And that was like
Yeah, I remember that.
on TV. Like that's a weird one.
Just
90s.
gonna mention the Skittles commercials because those are highly sexual as well.
oh yeah.
Though,
There's some
yeah,
weird-
there's some
there's some
marketing
weird ones.
campaigns that only exist to be weird enough to get people to talk about them. I'm looking at you, Orangina, but that might have just been furries that were
Orangina?
behind that.
I'm looking at you, little lad who likes berries and cream.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'd also
This-
like to mention, not really a commercial, but the Walmart 9/11 remembrance video with like the mattresses.
Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, that
Okay,
business
I'm not sure about that.
Don't they,
After
don't they like
incident.
don't they like topple over the mattresses
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
And then they just
Wasn't that like a
smile.
local
Sorry, where do I
mattress
find
store?
this? What I
I
need
think
to
that's
know
what
what you're
you're
talking
thinking.
about.
So
Okay,
tasteless.
here.
And
Here,
like
let me
people
see.
It was
got
a Twin
pissed.
Towers sale or something. And it was
And
a
like
stack of
people
mattresses.
got pissed at like Coca-Cola for like doing a 9/11 thing in which they did they stacked a bunch of Coca-Cola cans to,
Yeah, I
to
remember
like,
that.
form the shape of the two buildings. But even that like isn't as bad as this.
Well, speaking of 9/11, Adam, is your gaming channel still demonetized?
No, it's
from
fixed.
That?
Thank you.
Oh, it's fixed.
It might not
thank
have been
God.
Walmart.
That's cool.
Hold on, I'll find it.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And even if you count these as PSAs, there's all the Darman videos if you count those PSAs.
Yeah.
Not PSAs, they're changing lives.
I am autism as well.
So inspiring.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Hmm. Yeah.
Classic.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. What movies are
All
coming
right.
out?
Oh, sorry.
There's the it's that Joel Cohen movie, the Lady of Macbeth, and it's like just him and not
Oh,
Ethan
yeah.
Cohen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
weird. What are your thoughts on that? Like, are you
I haven't seen
like
it.
more excited that's just him, or are you? Like,
I don't know
cautious?
why it would be. I don't know what that would mean. I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah,
A
it's
Cohen
interesting.
bro movie.
Yeah.
I found that Walmart video, by the way. It's in like a news thing. Like, that's the
Yeah,
only
I
thing
think
could
I
find.
found it too. I'm not sure it was Walmart.
Yeah, I
It
also
might not have been
found it.
Walmart.
Miracle Mattress.
Ah, I posted it in the chat just
no.
after you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a Texas mattress
Texas,
retailer.
what
Okay.
taste
Yeah.
doesn't begin.
I just love the little smile she gives and it says, "Never forget." Right after. That's hilarious.
The new Lin-Manuel Miranda movie In the Heights is coming out soon. That's been getting good reviews.
Isn't that
That's
already out?
though.
That's
Yeah,
already
it's already
out.
out.
That's playing at a theater I work at.
Oh, I didn't know it was
Yeah,
already
I was
out.
gonna
That's
watch
bad.
it on Saturday, but then I was going to bed and it was too long.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Better than
see.
Hamilton?
2.5 hours.
Mm.
Lin
It's directed by what's his name?
Manuel Miranda. Is that the person that wrote the music? Yeah.
Yeah.
The stage play.
He wrote
Because
Hamilton.
when I see director John Chu, I'm not like too excited.
Is that the crazy?
Yeah.
Like not just that, like a bunch of bullshit. G.I. Joe Retaliation, Justin Bieber, Never Say Never, Step Up to the Streets, Now You See Me Too.
Wait, who did Face Off?
That's rough.
What's his name?
John Woo.
John Woo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Not John. So
Oh,
who's
G.I.
the
Joe's
other
getting a
guy?
new
John
movie, too.
Chu.
John
John
Chu
but he has to-
John
is
Chu
the
and John
direct.
Woo.
John M. Chu
John
is the
who?
director of In the Heights. John Woo is the director of Face Off, and John Cho is Harold and Kumar.
So
hey.
John Chu is basically
Thanks for clearing that up.
Speaking of John Cho,
Yeah.
has anybody seen that movie Columbus?
No.
Tim? I think it's 2017.
Mm.
It's
I've
made
never
by
heard of this.
a YouTuber named Kanata.
Oh yeah, that's on my watch list.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. Cinematography is probably my favorite.
And isn't
Love
John
the music.
Cho also in that Cowboy Bebop live action show for Netflix?
Yeah, I think he got injured and they had
Yeah,
to
he did.
There's a Cowboy
He's like
Bebop
playing
live
Spike,
action.
I'm pretty sure.
Like what?
It's coming.
Oh, weird.
By who?
Netflix.
Yeah.
That's hit or miss. Considering how
The
they did
original
Death Note.
Yeah, I
soundtrack is
don't-
getting brought back.
I don't have high hopes for it.
I heard that there's talks that they're not going to bring Ein into the story, so no.
Well, I
Corgi.
think they're gonna do a different kind of dog. I believe it's not gonna be a corgi. It's gonna be
Exhibit
like
A.
another-
It's right here.
Oh yeah,
they
Matrix
should bring
4 is coming out. Shit.
Oh yeah.
That's the
You
end
see
of the year.
what's weird
isn't
about that is that
What, the
I don't
Matrix
see
hell?
Lawrence Fishburne credited. Is he not gonna be in it?
Yeah, well, we
Darn.
never know. Christina Ricci's in it though.
Oh.
it? Ricci?
Christina
Is Keanu
Ricci.
Reeves in it, or?
Ricci.
I say Ricci, isn't it?
I said Ricci. I don't know. Is it? I don't know how to. You know who I'm talking about. It doesn't matter.
She was in another Wachowski's classic Speed Racer. So.
Oh shit, she was. I still need to watch that whole movie and not just 5 seconds of it.
Is
that the one with
very interesting.
What's his name?
John Goodman?
Yeah, and that guy who plays Han Solo.
Harrison Ford.
No, the
Harrison
before
Ford's
prequel.
Keanu Reeves' career is just so funny. Because it's just like there's like this constant like wave going up and down of like whether or not people think he's marketable. Or it's like he has these high moments and then these like not low moments, and then people are like, yeah, we do like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, well, he's kind of a meme now, isn't he? So
he's a likable
guy.
Yeah,
He's like say the same for John Goodman.
I don't
Not
know.
the same way.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd just seen recently him in Captive State, and I didn't really care for that performance.
I checked out Dracula recently, and I couldn't believe the performance in that. Wow, that was the worst I've seen from Keanu Reeves for sure.
Oh,
that's saying something.
There's a Dracula movie with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it's
the Francis Ford Coppola movie. That movie's good apart from his performance. Is the thing.
It's jarring.
That's funny. That's the thing, though. Is because he's marketable, but he's not a good actor, and you have to like understand what role you're putting him in.
Exactly.
You can't ask much of him, or else you're gonna have a really.
You can't do accents.
Yeah, you can't do
anybody,
knock knock.
Knock
Does
knock.
anybody like his performance in A Scare Near Darkly?
Oh, the Richard Linklater film. I haven't seen that.
I seem to remember not having any issues with it because I don't think he did anything particularly crazy in it.
It's like Tyler Perry and Gone Girl, right? It's under the control of David Fincher, and like Fincher didn't make him do anything like amazing, but he was really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing back.
Tyler Perry deserves an Academy Award for his acting.
Darkly have a Blu-ray.
Yeah, he deserves an Oscar for Gone Girl just for like not like becoming Medea like halfway into the movie.
He needs an Oscar for Medea. He needs an honorary Oscar for Medea.
Well, he's got his chance. He's making a new one.
Oh my God. How many
Medea movie?
How many Medea movies are there?
Oh, I thought the series.
77.
I thought the Medea movies ended with a Medea family funeral.
Why would they end?
He ended up cutting a deal with Netflix, I think.
Of course.
No.
I wanted to do Medea
Where
goes
all
to the
these
Middle
stars
East.
go
He's
to
like
die.
worst case scenario, Sacha Baron Cohen. I find.
Yeah, it definitely seems it. Oh man.
What if there was just a ton of movies of just Borat sequels, just like Medea?
Not only is there a Scanner Darkly Blu-ray, but I already have it.
Oh.
Well, that thing rotates?
I forgot I owned it. Well, not buying this today.
I think more Borat sequels could work if he went to different countries and made political commentaries on other countries. Like if he went to maybe the UK and did a video there. Because I don't think he can do another one in the US. I think he's just way too well known for that to be a possibility.
I don't know if he would be any less known in the UK, honestly.
Yeah.
He's from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, no, yeah, I'm sorry. That was a bad
Kazakhstan
example,
would
then.
probably shoot him on
it's fine,
sight
it's
if he
fine,
went to
it's
that
fine.
country.
Then
I don't think
probably,
they
yeah.
appreciated the.
Yeah, I don't know.
portrayed.
Like, what's he gonna do?
Yeah,
Go to
that'd be
Uganda?
okay.
And at that point, it's like, what? Does he even
Or
need to
Bruno,
play a
too.
character at that point? You know?
He's gonna go to space.
Oh,
Borat goes to space.
Borat in space. That should be the next Medea movie. Medea in space.
the new Fast Furious movie
might
after
as well.
this next one.
Fast
We're
and
going to
Furious
space.
10 in space.
Waltz with Bashir, director, is making an Anne Frank documentary, apparently.
Wait.
That's what someone in the chat says.
I wonder if it's going to be animated.
Oh, director credits in progress. Where is Anne Frank? And also Horse Boy. Okay, I'll watch this.
Where is Anne Frank?
Speaking of Dracula,
I
has
think I
anybody
know
watched
where she
Castlevania
is.
on Netflix?
Oh,
I
I
have.
heard it's
love
really
it.
good.
It's fantastic.
Aw,
Yeah, I saw
dang,
the
this
first
isn't
season.
this isn't really about a horse boy. It's about an autistic child that likes horses.
Oh, come on.
Makes sense.
Whatever, I'll still watch it.
Crowd groan.
It's like
What
Horse
ATs?
Girl. Why wasn't that about a girl with a horse head?
Yeah. I still haven't checked out that weird
Now you're talking.
anime where it's a bunch of horse girls. I saw a trailer for it a billion years ago.
My
and it was
Little
like,
Pony?
Is it only horse
no,
girls?
no, it's like
No horse boys?
let's see, horse girl anime. If you type that on YouTube, it's the first thing. Uma Mum Sume. It's like they're racing in like a fucking, but they're not really horse. They're horse girls in the same way that like cat girls are cats in anime.
Yeah.
They just have
So they're not
dumb
like-
ears and a tail, and it's like nothing about it. It's like it's just like why. And they're just racing each other, just running like Jaden Smith.
Oh no.
Denied. Sit down.
Yeah.
Figured they would run like Naruto.
I can't imagine I'll ever watch that.
Wait, they run normally? They don't even run on their
Yeah.
their arms and legs?
They're not. They don't even
Wow.
fully
There's an
commit.
actual video of a girl doing that.
Yeah.
Do they have hooves and
That
a
just seems
mane?
half baked.
No. They just have ears and a tail, and that's it.
If you're doing horse girls,
Half-Baked
go all
is
the
a
way.
great Dave Chappelle movie.
Yeah.
Hmm. And then there's another horse animated thing coming on Netflix soon, called Centaur
Bojack
World.
Horseman.
That was my joke.
No.
Beat me to it.
Yeah, I've heard really great things about BoJack Horseman, and I've heard people saying that it gets really good after the first season, and that the first season is just okay, but everything after that is great.
Yeah, I think it's pretty great. Yeah.
I think
I
season one
love
has
BoJack Horseman.
We'll
You see, I don't even think season one's bad. It just it doesn't really reveal itself that it's actually an emotionally gripping show that's more than
It
just
has
funny
the-
animal show until later.
Telescope episode.
Which episode?
The telescope. With what's his name? Herb.
Herb. Yeah, we see that episode where he confronts him. That's sort of when it goes into
Right.
second gear, and it's like, oh, this is about more.
Yeah, it's not just
when
like
he visits him.
dumb raunchy comedy. Raunchy
Yeah,
comedy.
exactly.
Yeah. We'll see if I can tolerate it eventually.
Yeah. I didn't really like the first episode, and it kind of turned me off from watching more, but I'll give it another shot someday.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like Rick and Morty? Do you need a really high IQ to watch it? High IQ to watch it?
Better.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just never
You
liked
can have a really high IQ to watch it, but you don't.
To be
have
fair, you have to have a very high
Oh,
IQ.
God.
Yeah, speaking of shows that we've been watching, I've been watching a lot of them. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think I mentioned that on like the last Hangout, but I've been watching like more and more of it. And like the Christmas special really is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything else is pretty great as well. I definitely recommend it. It's on Hulu.
I'll go through all of it at some point.
It's my favorite show.
Yeah. And then for some reason, I had this thing in my head that where I thought that like Eric from Comment Etiquette was like a writer on the show, but he's not listed. And I'm like, why did I ever think that? But he's like in the show at points. So I have to keep I have to bug him. I have to remember to ask him about what his relationship is to It's Always Sunny. Internet Comment Etiquette channel. I've collaborated with him before. He's really funny.
Oh yeah, wasn't he
yeah, he's
on one
great.
of your April Fool's Day videos?
Yes.
Haven't you guys checked out the Smiling Friends pilot?
Yes, I
Adult
did.
Women?
Yeah, they got
That was
greenlit.
awesome. Yeah.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it's a really funny pilot. Watched
It's
it a
cool.
million
It's
times.
cool seeing these classic like animation YouTubers actually get some legit things done.
I didn't even know about that.
I'd love to see some more Shivering Truth. That'd be cool.
2 seasons is a good amount. I would love another one, but whatever PFFR makes, it'll be just as good. So
true.
Yeah, I've watched some of the Shivering Truth, and I like it, but I'm not sure if I really think the whole voiceover narration is necessary. It was funny in Xavier, but I don't think it really works as well here. And also, I feel like I've only seen like a couple episodes so far, but I think they're just a bit too disjointed. Like the animation is great, and I really like the fact that it's really twisted and dark. It really stuck with me, but you know, I just wished it was a bit more focused, I guess.
Yeah,
That's just me.
it's not like the greatest thing ever, but it's entertaining in a very kind of visceral experience kind of way.
Yeah, it's definitely
I love
visceral.
it. I love it. It's important to me to be able to watch something where I don't feel like I'm getting the experience from anything else, and that's something that fits that for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen that Netflix show
love it
Close
too.
Enough?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've
But that's not
heard of it.
Netflix. It's HBO Max.
It's
Ooh.
Netflix in Canada. It's a Netflix original.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Use a
really?
VPN.
Stupid.
Oh yeah, because HBO Max isn't.
Oh wait, you're already in
right?
Canada. So,
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely good regardless.
Okay, I might check it out.
It is kind
Made
of
by
weird.
the guy who
watching
made
it.
regular show.
Yeah, it's the same guy exactly.
Oh,
Same guy who
interesting.
made regular
Okay.
show.
I
Why
like
not
how
then?
it looks.
It's not as good as regular show, but still pretty good, I think.
Okay.
I like it. It's really.
I like the theory that it's just a sequel and that this is Mordecai's
As a human
him off
form.
him off drugs and becoming a normal person.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton's gonna be in the new Apichatpong Receptacle movie.
The what?
The Thai director that made Uncle Boonmee and Cemetery of Splendor.
Okay.
Is he?
Isn't that your only review on
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that. It's like your only IMDb review.
And then I was like, "This is.
Oh, yeah,
I don't even
that
want to
thing.
do IMDb reviews."
Lame.
Beautiful shots, but not much else.
Yeah, and then Cemetery of Splendor was like not even as nice looking as Uncle Boonmee, and it was just boring. It was really annoying. But yeah, I guess if Tilda Swinton's in it, I gotta watch it.
That's the rule. That's the rule.
Oh shit, she's in a new George Miller movie.
I mean,
As
Tilda
in
Swinton
Mad
was in
Max.
that Personal History of David Copperfield movie, and you found that really boring.
I know.
He didn't say he has to like every film with Tilda Swinton.
It's worth the risk.
She wasn't in it much, if I remember
I like
right.
the human voice. That one was good, even though it was short.
She narrates in this film that I've heard so much about, but I never got around to seeing. It's this like autobiography film called Blue, I think, and it's like all like a narration by her and like some guy. I can't remember his name, but it's like his like struggle with having AIDS or something.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard it's like incredibly depressing, but like amazing, but I never got around to seeing it yet. It looks great.
Wouldn't know where to find it.
I think it's on Canopy. So.
Canopy.
Which is like basically a streaming service that anyone can get if they have a library card.
Yeah, I remember like trying to use Canopy, but I really had problems with it. Like, you know, the buffering was really irritating and the picture quality wasn't that good. It was kind of frustrating.
Oh, I never had
especially
that
when
problem.
it's kind of frustrating to me, especially when I really wanted to be like immersed in a movie, and like the stupid buffering would like constantly take me out of it. So I'm not really using it as much anymore.
Just like your shirt.
Well, no, it's an overthinking shirt.
I think it's good. I don't know. I think it's good enough for me.
Got it. Didn't see the words.
Hey, Adam, anything catch your eye at E3 so far?
I don't watch E3, and it's stupid, and
Yeah.
nobody should watch it.
Oh, so you're not gonna do a update on Sardonicast then?
About what?
What even is E3?
You've done
About
E3
E3.
twice on Sardonicast, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, they've done it before.
I've never
What's
watched
wrong
it.
with it?
At least you guys talked about it.
If,
kind of thing you don't
if
watch, you
E3
just-
was brought up by Alex and some things were revealed that were trailers and I saw those trailers, then we would have talked about them, I guess. I don't know, but I don't watch. You
I
can
guess-
watch trailers that
Yeah.
were released at E3 without watching E3.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. That's what I
I
mean.
have
Any
it,
games
like,
catch your eye.
Oh, I don't even
I
know.
have it
Does
muted
somebody
in
want to
another
give me
tab.
the rundown of what things? So like, I saw
Life
I
is
saw
Strange.
2
Okay.
Halo videos that were posted, and that's it.
Is it gameplay finally?
I
They
guess,
reveal-
yeah.
They did a full multiplayer gameplay reveal after the E3 showcase.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the campaign's going to be atrocious is my expectation, but
They showed
What even is
Starfield, too.
E3? I really have no idea.
It's
Electronic
like
Entertainment.
where they
Comic-Con for
reveal
video games.
games and stuff.
What
Hmm.
the? Someone's mic is fucked up.
Whatever.
Somebody.
It sounded like it was a bug in there.
It's basically just a way for
Oh, there's a new
companies
WarioWare?
Uh,
show like
shit.
investors.
No, it
For
sounded like
the
there was like
series
a
is
bug
coming
in
to the
somebody's
Switch.
mic.
E3 is
Cool,
this
Metroid.
event where a bunch of investors like jack each other off.
Yeah,
Well, you're
Sometimes
not
there's
wrong.
trailers that you can just watch after the fact.
I could play a new WarioWare game. Let's see what this is.
Yeah, it
look
looks fun.
Yeah.
Metroid.
I'm
Oh, yeah, that
looked
was
really
announced.
good.
Yeah,
That looked probably the best.
Metroid Dread.
That looked
It's
the
like
best.
I never thought I'd see that game again.
That looks amazing.
Like,
Yeah.
like oh my
Breath of the
god.
Wild 2. That looks
I have
great.
a question.
yeah.
I saw this recent quarter crew video and they talked about this like new software thing that some developer made, and I guess it's like kind of the what they used for The Lion King, but I
Oh,
guess they showed a trailer for like this video game that they did the same thing with. I don't know what it's called, I can't remember, but they were talking about how it could change like movies and the idea of like how CGI is represented and
Mhm.
motion capture and all that stuff.
I'd have to look into that. I don't know.
I have E3 on mute in another tab, and right now I'm seeing something about a new Dark Pictures movie.
I mean, that was yeah,
House
that
of
was
Ashes.
that's coming in October,
And-
right? So
And there's something that looks like the actual like Sargon of Akkad figure, not the fucking British dude.
They had a Pazuzu in that video from The Exorcist. They had a statue of Pazuzu.
I'm just like, I wish the Dark Pictures games would be such. I wish they would just be not shit, you know. I wish they would be not the worst thing ever. I wish they would bump from a 1 to a 2.
Like, are you gonna play the new Life is Strange game?
Yeah, they're coming.
I'm
to
gonna play the new
Switch.
one. I'm not gonna play the graphical
There's a new
upgrade
one?
to the other ones. I'm gonna play
Yeah,
Life is
True-
Strange
True
3.
Colors.
Upgrade.
True
It
Colors.
looks
Are they
worse.
going back to like Chloe and Max or whatever?
I
No,
mean,
it's-
they're
her-
re-releasing the Chloe and Max games, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens in Life is Strange 3.
Yeah, her powers are basically she has the power of empathy.
Yeah, she can like
Whoa.
totally
that's
feel
crazy.
sad.
She's
No,
an
she can
empath.
She
Such
can
an
tell that
amazing
other people are feeling sad.
Such an amazing superpower. Wow.
That's crazy.
She's an empath. She's like Shane Dawson.
She's very emotional.
The power of a cancer.
Oh
What were
god.
Don't
the
worry, she's not gonna
powers
fuck your
from
cat.
The second game. What did they
Or
have?
come
in the
near
second
your
game?
cat.
Uh-oh.
The second game, it was just the little brother could telekinetically move things. He was like a
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like Carrie.
yeah.
So like Logan.
I don't know.
Kinda.
We gotta get this little kid.
Yeah,
out of the
basically.
country.
Yeah, I guess it's Logan. That's all they did.
And then there was a heavy-handed metaphor for like the wall.
Oh yeah.
All in
Yeah,
all, it's
man.
just
That's
another
subtle story.
brick in
In the
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
Is there a wall like this up in Canada? No.
Yep.
There's a wall. Non-Canadian.
So
Near
yeah,
the wall.
That's right here.
New Metroid. I don't know
got
how
a-
much I care about Metroid, so I don't know.
Got
It
a
looks.
wall
I thought it
here.
looked great.
My wall is higher than yours.
Got him.
I'm honestly
Metroid
kind of
Dread.
surprised by this E3 because this is the first time where I think Xbox actually did a really good job in like
They're
almost
Yeah.
5 or 6 years.
they're learning to
They
be
do
very
alright job.
pro-consumer, and hopefully that'll work
Yeah.
out. Because
Didn't they
why not?
release a fridge?
Yes.
new
They
fridge,
made a
I
mini
love it.
fridge.
Did they announce it at E3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god.
I got a refrigerator.
It's a solid looking mini fridge.
Very interesting that the Metroid's
I'll take
2D
3.
side scroller.
Yeah, that's the first one they've done in a while. They
Okay.
remade
19
Yeah, that
years.
looks kind of
That's for
cool.
appearance.
yeah, the first original one in
It's weird because
a while.
they skipped Metroid Prime 4. They just skipped. They're like, "Hey, we're still doing it, but in the meantime, here's 5. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Honestly, I think this is a cooler announcement than Prime 4.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
the fact
It totally
it's the
is.
fact that we never thought we'd see this game ever again.
Mhm.
And just
it looked
the
even better
horror
than the
setting.
Was it
previous
like
ones.
a development hell situation?
No, it was canceled.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
they
The
thought that
team
they would
was
abandon
fired.
the idea.
And they had to
And then the like
rebuild the
Metroid
team.
Dread.
Dread was like internet lore for like a decade.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about that in the treehouse afterwards. Yeah.
It was like Half-Life 3 for Nintendo fans.
All right, what else got announced at E3?
An Avatar
Yeah,
game.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh
Some
yeah, Avatar 2.
Starfield.
Yeah, I gotta see what this is like.
I have a huge-
Avatar game sequel.
I actually
There's
think that
already an
looks
Avatar
fun.
video game, so.
I know it's a
that
sequel
was
to the game
apparently-
before a sequel to the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
Was the
'cause, like,
game like?
Avatar
Did people like the
functions-
game?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
I
an
remember
underrated
it.
gem to a lot of people.
Oh, it is?
Okay.
I vaguely remember playing it. Don't
Yeah.
you get to choose whether or not you're
Really?
the Navis or the
Damn,
Yeah,
the
you do.
Metacritic's really not good
Yeah.
for this. It's like 59. The
Oh,
hell is
shit.
this?
Dang.
Maybe I'll play it.
Yeah, a
I
lot
don't
of-
know. Why not? It's a movie
there was a
game.
couple
I've been playing
videos.
movie games. It's for the 360 and the PS3 and okay. I wonder if the
But Avatar
360 one
can
is
work
like
as a video game world.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, potential.
Casper.
Let's see. I wish all of the Xbox games were backwards compatible, but they're not.
Yeah.
They have new packaging now. They got rid of the
That's what I
green bar
heard.
at the top of the box.
Let's see.
That was like one of my favorite designs of the new box. I kind of like that thing at the top.
It's
That's a little
distinctive.
character.
I'm not huge on the discs on the left side for some reason.
No, forget
but-
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that is something that they kind of had to do to differentiate themselves from the Sony ones, because Sony owns Blu-ray as like a thing. Like they own the Blu-ray things that are being printed on.
But why that? It's like such a small detail. Like
I don't know. Sony is the one that owns Blu-ray. Maybe that was a part of like a condition.
maybe
or something.
they own the right side of the case.
Actually, I think
Well, I don't know,
Xbox-
'cause,
I think they
like,
jump back and forth.
you would think that like, oh yeah, anybody, if like one movie can have their DVD the same, then the other movie can have their DVD the same. But you think about it, it's like DVD is like a property that is owned, that all of the movies are licensing and using, right? So same thing with Blu-ray. So like, I don't know how far back you have to go to find like different, like I guess PS2 and Xbox, or sorry, PS3 was using Blu-ray and 360 was using DVD. Xbox original was using DVD, while the other consoles were using like Sony was, PS2 was using DVD at the time,
DVDs
right?
as well, yeah.
Yeah, but their packaging was different because they had like a memory slot thing in every one, right? Pretty much.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
they've
that was
always been kind
standard
of like
for the
they've always
time.
differentiated themselves to some degree.
Not only did 360 use DVDs, but they use HD DVDs.
Didn't you need a
No,
separate
they
drive for that?
didn't. No, they the 360 had an external drive that you could buy if you wanted to do
Yeah.
HD DVDs.
Oh
but
yeah.
So their games were never printed in HD DVDs, and so you got things like Final Fantasy 13, 1 disc on PS3 and 3 discs on the 360.
I think the fact that the PS3 came out like during the midst of that the format wars is what really helped Blu-ray win that. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should
PS3.
return to
Sony won
tradition.
the new format wars just by having the PS3. They were really
Yeah,
they
exactly.
planned
That was,
ahead
like,
and
a
they were
big
smart.
asset.
Well, it was like the cheapest Blu-ray at the time as well.
Blu-ray player, yeah.
Yeah, Blu-ray player. Yeah.
Yeah, the PS2 was like the cheapest DVD player for
Yeah.
a while, wasn't it?
That's why it's like the highest sound console ever.
Yeah, because it could be used for everything.
I never
at the
thought of it
time.
that way, actually. But it makes sense, yeah.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
Xbox was like going really hard on the fact that the Xbox One could play like TV and do Netflix and stuff because they wanted it to be a replacement for everything that you would have in your living room.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
It was a really bad marketing tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like TV was dying and they were like, we've made the TV console. Nobody cared.
You know, I'm sure this is probably not going to happen, but I'd really love to see some sort of remaster or at least re-release for like the Silent Hill game, the good Silent Hill games.
We'll get
Yeah,
them
you can
eventually.
still
Yeah.
you can get like the PC versions and then like some mods to make them like pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
the best
emulated
way to
them.
play them currently. Unfortunately,
We have
the
the Silent
HD
HD
remaster,
collection.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good.
But I'd say a lot of the appeal of the original Silent Hills is how well they worked around those technical limitations, because that's why it's so fog heavy.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it sort of
It's
helped
atmospheric
to make it.
too.
Yeah, you don't have to remove
Yeah,
any
it
of that.
works
They
so
might,
well.
but
Yeah.
I would hope they wouldn't.
Let's see.
I don't know. I guess it could be hard because I think part of what makes those games work is the controls and like the way the camera is. I feel like a lot of people nowadays may not be as open to that kind of thing.
Yeah, I like fixed
Yeah.
camera angles for horror games.
Yeah,
know.
I agree. Makes it a lot more like spooky, you know?
Well, because then there's an
Yeah.
artistic
it-
purpose to it also, where it's like
That too.
it's like a game with cinematography, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
And it gives like this sort of eerie feeling that like that image is like a camera like watching you and like you're always being watched like from that perspective. It is like kind of creepy, especially the original Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Silent Hill is way scarier than the original Resident Evils. But,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would say the same. I think that
Well, just because
because there are two different kinds of
acting.
like scary. you
yeah,
know?
I was gonna say like
Yeah.
I mean I feel like was Resident Evil always trying to be like somewhat action as well with the original?
I guess.
Or-
I don't know.
Kinda.
Because I feel like they also were trying to go pretty heavy for the horror.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't until like 4 that I think it became like truly
Mhm.
action oriented, I'd say.
4
Well, it
is
was-
awesome.
It was trying
That's
to
great.
compete with Clock Tower at the time, wasn't it? So I think it was trying to go for more action-oriented styles of a survival horror game.
Yeah, I still haven't played Clock Tower. Damn, I wish everything was backwards compatible. It's so annoying that things aren't. I guess I'm gonna
Maybe down
buy
the line.
the Avatar
I wish
game.
Konami didn't decide to do or like gambling machines.
Sorry?
Oh, I was just saying I wish Konami
Oh yeah.
didn't start doing fucking gambling machines.
Yeah, it's all pachinko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Apparently Sega is jumping into that market too, or at least they've been, because Sammy is like a big gambling conglomerate in Japan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do they
Yeah,
have, like,
why
slot
not?
machines in
If I was
Vegas
just
or
looking
something?
at making money and I had the ability to make like games, I might just do gambling. If I just wanted to
Yeah.
make money, you know.
I actually
Seems
don't think in
profitable.
the US you can have
Yeah,
video
target the
game
people.
characters on gambling machines.
In the US, you can't have what?
I don't think in like someone pointed out like Sega, if Sega was going to do slot machines in Vegas, but I don't think in the U.S. you can have like Sonic on a gambling
Why
machine
not?
because I think that would be considered appealing to kids or like trying to get like kids into gambling, and I don't think that they would want that.
I wonder if that's like an actual law or if it would just be interpreted that way.
I think it would just be interpreted that way. I don't think there's a full law about it, but I don't think any company would want to do that.
Yeah. You never know, because like I don't know, Sonic is kind of retro too. Like there's more old people that like Sonic than young people.
They actually just made a Pac-Man scratch off that was for like the Mega Millions. So, and that was appealing to like older people because the entire commercial was like people in their 40s, like in 80s clothes, like running to like an arcade. So clearly they're trying to appeal to older demographic.
So when's the Avatar sequel game supposed to be released? Because it was announced. 2022. Okay.
Probably going to be another 20 years, I would say.
Because I'm just wondering if it's supposed to come out before or after the next movie. Avatar 2.
Yeah,
also 2022. So I guess they're planning to release around the same time. So it's supposed to be like a tie-in. Holy shit, it's been so long. It's not even going to look like a big technical leap anymore, you know?
Because it's been delayed, right?
Yeah, like what are they going to do to make it... I don't know.
James Cameron is just gonna dump like Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all out at once.
Like Avatar 2 is supposed to come out. Like Avatar 2 is supposed to come out in 2015. That's how long it's been.
Oof. I remember one of the main characters.
This is life.
From The Walking Dead was announced to be a main actor in it.
How many avatars does he have planned again? Like
10 billion.
Yeah. This is his life now.
Are you gonna be able to finish them all?
No.
Oh yeah. Avatar's back
shot.
at #1 too. Because it got like a re-release in China.
China.
It got bumped out and then climbed back to the top. That's so funny.
Yay!
Because he made like a tweet when Avengers Endgame beat Avatar, like, "Oh, I'm glad it was finally overthrown. Good job, Russo brothers." It's like, nah, fuck you. It's I'm #1.
Why did Avatar get re-released in China?
To draw people back in, I guess.
Maybe it was just to take the #1
so that more
spot.
people, so that more people will be sad that Pandora doesn't exist and then commit suicide.
Isn't Avatar or not? Isn't superheroes aren't popular in China? I don't think.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are.
Very
are they?
popular.
Because I thought there was like
Star Wars that isn't popular.
Yeah, Star Wars. It's
Star Wars fell off.
Well, see, all three of those things are owned by Disney, so either way, they're going to make money off of it if they re-release it. So it's not really a loss to them.
Yeah.
If they it's literally Disney competing with Disney.
Yeah, because I remember like when Avatar retook it, like Marvel fans were very disappointed with that, and it's like, yeah, but Disney still wins because they own both movies.
Yeah, I guess they do now.
They don't know that.
It's also like just an unfair comparison since most people bought the Avatar tickets with 3D in mind. So all of the tickets back then were more expensive than what you would normally get today.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how much that played into it.
Well, Avatar also got re-released a bunch of times as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. In my heart, I prefer an original property instead of a sequel to hold the #1 spot, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
Disney still wins.
Didn't Jack's Films make that video about like asking people like, can you name a single character? For
I know, right?
Yeah.
That would be
because the whole movie was just spectacle. Like the characters didn't matter in that movie. It was a big spectacle movie.
Jake, Sully, and Neytiri.
Yeah,
like what are the memorable scenes from Avatar? I kept convincing myself I would rewatch Avatar at some point, and I still haven't seen it since in the theaters in 2009. I'll rewatch it before seeing Avatar 2, but other than that, I don't think I will.
You'll never see it.
Yeah, because like what even? All I remembered was that like there was a mech thing and he had a big comically oversized knife. And then they fucked with their hair or something.
That would honestly be a really good guest on
Ah.
the podcast.
Who? What?
I was saying Jack would honestly be a pretty cool guest on the podcast.
Yeah, I like Jack.
It's pretty funny.
He's cool, but he may be somewhat responsible for the Emoji Movie grossing so much.
No,
Should have him on the Shrek episode.
I don't know if he did it. Well, they invited him to the premiere,
hyped
which
it
is
up a
funny.
lot.
Right.
I watched Avatar
I say
for
somewhat.
like the
Emphasis on that.
like the third time last year, but I watched it while on shrooms, and it made the entire experience 10 times funnier because I couldn't follow the plot at all. So anytime something happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he doing this? Why is this guy jumping in with a fucking mech suit? And everything was moving. Nothing would stop moving. All their hair kept moving. All the weird pollen things kept moving. It was very confusing. And all the white people just kept yelling.
Yeah. That makes me think. I kind of wish they would use
life.
Like this is like not really feasible for a big studio, but like the amount of money that went into Avatar, imagine if that went into like an Enter the Void type experience movie,
Imagine if that went into poverty.
That too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start wrapping things up. We're gonna ask some questions one at a time.
Ooh.
I'm very tired. I might nap. I don't know. Amir, any final questions and comments?
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so a couple things. First is a tiny bit of news. I don't know if you've been following the Binding of Isaac card game expansion.
No.
But Jamie Shannon made a Duke of Flies puppet, and it's like bonus art for one of the cards.
Oh, really?
And it's literally the coolest thing ever. So basically, Binding of Isaac cross Nanoland confirmed.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
And also, I decided to watch the new Tom and Jerry movie with a friend while we were very, very drunk. And it was certainly an experience that wouldn't be possible without the influence of alcohol and or something else.
Are you suggesting I should do that?
Give it a shot, because that movie is a mess.
How many shots?
Like, fuck. Every time something cringy happens, if you took a shot, you'd probably die.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the first movie I've given a fuck you out of 10 to since Netflix Death Note.
Oh, no.
It's a
I don't
very
know if I'm as
special
attached
rating.
to the original story of Tom and Jerry to be so upset about it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could ever hate it as much as Death Note.
Yeah. Actually, that's a lie. I gave Netflix Death Note a super fuck you out of 10. That's
Okay.
the only movie I've given it
That
to.
seems more accurate. Yeah. Okay.
Super duper fuck you.
I might give that a shot. I do have HBO Max. Is it on HBO Max right now? Or did they remove it
I'm not
and they're
sure.
gonna put it back?
I got a
I'll find out.
Yeah.
Sorry. I haven't been sleeping properly. All right, was that it, Amir?
Yeah, pretty much. And
Okay.
also, I was wondering if you could check out my movie at some point, because I would appreciate your thoughts, maybe.
Yeah, I would love to, but it's also long.
It's 50 minutes, but I know you're busy. It's fine.
It's long in the context of the amount of time that I have in a day and the amount of things I'm trying to catch up on.
That's totally fair.
Pretty much all of my viewing for everything that isn't like a movie that I'm like trying to review has been just like me listening to like political commentators, as in things that I can do while I'm doing other things. And I don't know if I would want to watch your thing like while I'm making like food or something,
Yeah, I totally understand. I appreciate it though.
I'm not saying it will never happen, but it's not on my list of priorities at the moment.
Sure. I'll just plunk it in there. Thanks, though.
Yeah, I liked
appreciate
it and followed. So.
I
Let's
will
see.
try to check it out at some point.
No
All right,
pressure.
Sebastian.
Yeah. I was just gonna say like I'm excited for you to finish the Twilight saga because the next one is the only one I haven't seen, so it'd be great to watch
Oh,
it for the
great.
first time of your
Oh,
commentary.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler-free
I
experience.
yeah, and I was also wondering after this, do you guys have any other plans to start any other franchises with Adams and
I don't know if we want to jump right into a franchise, but I've got a stack of things that I would like to do commentary things on, so I'm not going to say what, though. There's one that I want to do soon that I want to kind of catch them both off guard with, so. Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Nice.
Boards of Cinema is gone. I guess we'll go back after. Taylor.
Hey, I love the theme for Sardonicast. I assume that you wrote.
Yeah.
And performed.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just trying to learn it the other night. I'm getting there, but I was just wondering, did anything inspire that? It suits the mood and tone of the podcast so well. I was just wondering if that came from any other
music is very much like kind of just a feeling to me, so I don't know how I could articulate what about it that made it the way it was, other than I liked the way it sounded. And like I wrote it in mind to be short and catchy and reflective of what I thought the podcast would be. So it took me like half an hour to write it, basically. Because it's like a short thing. Thank you.
Good.
Who did the avatars? The cartoon.
It's not your turn for a question yet, but it's Alex draws those things. Boards of Cinema.
I really don't have anything this time. I think you said you were done with your Cruella review.
Oh yeah,
I'm really excited to see that.
Recorded the whole thing. Just waiting for Damo to finish it because they've been getting a new computer and setting it up and stuff, so I don't know what the progress is right now, but it should be this month.
And I guess one other thing that I kind of had to ask you just quickly is that, like, in your It Follows review, you didn't really mention how, like, towards the end, like, the rules of, like, what the monster can do or get kind of inconsistent, because all of a sudden it can, like, it knows how to, like, pick up things and throw them and stuff.
I don't know if I mentioned that specifically. Did I?
No, you didn't.
I think when I was talking about that, I was kind of like, why is he on a house? And why is he standing still?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, how was being on the roof, like, the most direct line from point A to point B when they were in the car? And why was he not walking forward like the rest of the movie implied that he was the character was supposed to constantly be doing? Just things like that where it's like, oh, like, yeah, sure, that shot looked, to some people they might go like, oh, that's a scary shot. But then if you think about it in the context of what the rules are for the movie, then it kind of like makes it more dumb. I like the movie.
Maybe she like blocked the door to her room or something.
They were just in the car. I don't know.
So maybe.
And didn't we also learn that they can like go through things too or something? Oh yeah, they have to like do they knock on the door? No. They went like there was a part where they went through another person.
I don't remember that.
They definitely went through another person. It was when the one of them was like really tall. When it was just a really tall dude.
I don't remember how
they came through her door. Yeah, they went through another person.
Yeah, I really remember that scene. Let me look that up. Oh, maybe I'm getting it wrong.
Oh, well, I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just like talking about like general things that like It Follows that kind of annoy me. Like that scene at like the pool at the end when I thought they could have like developed the whole thing of like the monster like being able to throw things and like pick them up more.
Oh, I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie in so long. I would have to like watch it again either way.
That's it.
Oh,
I
no worries.
really like your content and stuff, and I really enjoy your Twilight commentary. That's like the only way I'm like able to watch those movies. So
Yeah.
thanks for that.
No problem. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for the support. I hope to take bad movies and make them digestible in some way. So, all right, Chris.
Yeah, I just finished watching season 2 of The Boys, and in one of your reviews, you kind of thought was kind of meh in general, and I was wondering if you can go into details.
What did I say? Sorry.
It was like in the Invincible review where you kind of prefer.
Yeah. The Boys season 2 got more stupid, and more obvious, and it's starting to morph into just being an unironic superhero thing when I was kind of enjoying the commentary that the first season was. Here's some notes I wrote down for a review I never made. There's a billion product placements. Like every episode had like either LaCroix, Fresca, or Almond Joy or Budweiser, and they kept like cycling through them, and then it was like the Almond Joy thing was like constantly in the show until the point where it was like, oh, that he has an almond allergy, and it's like they pretend that it wasn't a product placement. I was like, okay, like that's something that the first season didn't have. There were some references that I found kind of funny, but then like, yeah, there was some like it gets to the point where the powers are like inconsistent in ways where it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
The psychic girl where yeah, there was like I've forgotten about most of what happened in season 2 because it was just kind of boring to me. But like
I kind of enjoyed
there's
the
a lot
last
of cheesy
episodes,
stuff in it.
and just kind of how they kind of developed the Homelander character.
Yeah, I don't know. It just got more obvious and less interesting. If I watch season 3, it'll be out of obligation. I don't know. I might just stop halfway. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Also, one other thing. This is not a spoiler,
Sure.
but like in the movie A Quiet Place Part 2, there's like one line that gets repeated a lot where it's a bit of a reference to like the 2020 George Floyd movement that I kind of thought was sort of added to the movie to make it more relevant, and I can like tie down what the line was, which was repeated during the beginning.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. That seems like a weird thing to put in A Quiet Place, but whatever. I'll watch
I'm
it.
putting down what the line was
We'll
just
see.
in chat. It's just something I just noticed when watching.
Okay. All right. I will think about that later.
I just sent you a private comment about the It Follows thing. I went through that scene on YouTube and I didn't see him like pass through anybody. He just kind of goes into the bedroom and like behind her.
Is that what happens? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's
well,
the
I guess I would
in
have
chat.
to watch the movie again.
Well, I sent you the link to that scene in chat.
Yeah, but if I click it open on that, then it's gonna. I'm recording the Zoom call with showing the display on the screen, and then if I click that, then that's gonna be what's on the screen, and then so I would have to like search it up through my other laptop. So I guess give me a second. What's the title of it? Just It Follows.
It Follows: The Arrival of a Tall Man.
Let's see.
Like the timestamp is 2:28.
Okay, I guess I remembered it wrong. Let's yeah, but she doesn't move though. He kind of just I don't know. I don't know what the implication was. Was he just gonna like if let's say her friend didn't move, right? Let's say her friend didn't move at all. Would he be trapped? Would he never like go anywhere? Like, I don't know. I thought the implication was that he was like walking through her. I don't remember. That's how I remembered it. But it doesn't really matter because I don't really care. It wasn't like a huge thing that I felt about the movie. All right. Caleb?
I have a kind of dilemma. I'm trying to figure out what double feature I should watch first. There's 3 of them.
Sure.
Mulholland Drive and Blue Velvet. And just to reiterate, I haven't seen any of these. Barry Lyndon and Eyes Wide Shut, and Beautiful and The Revenant.
I saw Eyes Wide Shut when I was so young. I don't remember much. I need to rewatch that one. So what's the question though? You're just like,
I'm just trying to see what double feature I should watch first.
okay.
I'm gonna
Well, I haven't
eventually
seen
watch all
Blue
of them.
Velvet. What was the other? Eyes Wide Shut and what else? Was it Barry Lyndon?
Barry Lyndon.
And then the third one was
Beautiful and The Revenant.
I mean, the best movie out of all of those is probably Barry Lyndon, so.
Okay.
If I could chime in here,
Yeah,
I would
anybody
say-
can answer.
Yeah, I would say Mulholland Drive and Blue Velvet probably will make the best
Same.
double feature because that's the pairing that has the most similarities to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would
Blue
say the
Velvet's
same
just
thing.
nuts.
You're-
Blue Velvet's a top 10 movie for me.
Yeah,
If
that
you're
movie.
gonna-
Good pick. Good pick.
All right.
If you're gonna do an
Right.
Inarritu double feature, you're better off with Beautiful and Amoris Perros, in my opinion.
Well, the reason is for those pairings is I haven't seen any of those are the last 2 I haven't seen yet. So
Right. Okay.
just-
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Those are all great double features. They're all good.
Okay.
I mean, just watch them all. Do a 6 movie.
Just a full day.
Do a triple double feature.
All right. I'll do that.
Yeah.
That's the best answer
Spend
anyway.
spend the entire day watching movies. I've done it. All right, thank you.
Do it again.
Owen.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
So my question is, so I've noticed that on IMDb you rated the pilot episode of Sopranos.
Yeah.
And I was curious if you continued watching the show.
I watched the whole
not.
season. I was almost thinking of rating each episode individually, but then I was like, that's probably just gonna mess up like what is it called? The bell curve of my IMDb rating distribution. Like, and then it's gonna like if I think every episode of The Sopranos is like an 8 out of 10, then I've just added like 60 or more 8 out of 10s out of nowhere for just one show. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. I watched all of season 1. I watched a few episodes of season 2. I'm not continuing it as quickly as I went through all of season 1. I find it good. I'm enjoying it for sure. I like the characters. It's not gripping me as much as something like 6 Feet Under, though, or even High Maintenance that I was watching. And High Maintenance is like a different story every episode, but we'll see how it goes. I've seen the ending of Sopranos.
I haven't. I'm
and
only
I
on
really
season 3, so-
like the ending. So
Really?
I imagine, yeah, I do, and I
know it's
imagine
divisive.
I imagine I'll like the show more as it goes along. Because when you look on IMDb for television shows, you can see how each episode is rated, and it seems like a lot of the highest rated episodes for The Sopranos are like season 3 and later. Let's see. IMDb just changed how they show everything, so it's really
Yeah, they have a
annoying.
different layout, don't they?
Yeah, let's see. Top rated.
It's really weird.
Fuck. It's not showing me the information that I want.
You know, a show is fantastic once it keeps getting better and better just every season.
Yeah,
Breaking
it
Bad,
seems
Better
like
Call
something
Saul.
that is improving because there's some like kind of like dated elements of the first season for sure. But I'm noticing less of that in season 2, so we'll see how it goes. I'd like to continue.
Well, it's interesting that you say you like the ending because from what I hear, it's like pretty disappointing. Like,
Oh, you what you hear? But you
from
haven't.
what I
you're-
hear, yeah,
you
I haven't
you're
seen
not,
it because I'm only on
okay.
season 3.
It's something without spoiling anything. It's something that upon first glance, I could understand being disappointing to people, but upon reflection, if you actually look into why it was ended in that way, provides a better experience than they would have otherwise. I think it's purposeful and very bold and out there. It's like it's a good artistic choice that actually serves a purpose, I think. So.
Well, that's good. I just hope I finish the series before that the prequel movie comes out. So
Yeah, that's why I started watching it.
right.
I guess that's coming out when? September or some shit? Shit, I guess
Yeah.
I should keep going on Sopranos quickly. Damn, I forgot about that, so I'll have to catch up.
Is Joey Diaz in the show?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he is. Yes, he plays. Actually, I know he's in the show, but I don't know what character he plays because he hasn't shown up in the part I'm at. But I know he's in it.
Yeah, because I know he's going to be in the movie, and that's like one of the reasons why I wanted to get into it because I love Joey Diaz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
He was
Is
in
John
Spider-Man
Favreau
2.
in it?
Yes, he is. He plays himself.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Let's see.
If you want to get to him, you got to go through me.
Yeah, he plays that guy. Joey Diaz does.
All right, I'll start watching it.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's pretty good.
All right. Robert.
Yeah. I did. I don't really have a question, but there
Sure.
was something that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched Schenectady, New York for like the second time.
Oh, yeah.
Going through your reviews or your analysis is always good. But one funny thing is that you like address the time it's taking you to do the reviews, and it was funny that you went like, isn't it crazy that it's taken me a third of the year and I haven't even finished the series? And I just remember in retrospect, that's such a funny thing to hear because now it's literally taken a third of my life.
Oh,
we
wow.
have finished it yet. Yeah,
That's
because
hilarious.
7 years, I think, and I'm like 21.
Wow.
And it was really because I was there for the first episode, so it was very funny to hear you say that going back to
That's crazy. Yeah.
I know.
Some people don't even understand. Some people think that I'm like actively trying to finish it soon or something. Like I'm gonna work on it when I'm done the Lion King thing, but like, I mean, there's like a point to me spacing it out. So
it actually gets more personal for the people watching the more time you spend on it, because now our lives, we see the differences in our lives from the first episode to the most current one. So like, I mean, like right now, Schenectady, New York has a more impact on me now because of what you're doing. So it's very interesting.
Yeah,
with that.
a meta review for a meta movie.
Yeah. One other thing, you mentioned political people you like to listen to. I just wanted to know if there are any people you could think of.
I mean, it changes. It changes every so often, but right now my go-to, if just listening to people right now, has been like David Pakman for, I guess, more like news stuff, and then Destiny and Vosh I listen to for more commentary on broader, I guess, ideas, and then RM Brown I listen to for just goofing on grifters.
Oh yeah, well, that's cool. I mean, I saw you speak to Destiny. He was someone I followed for a while, and that was cool to see like the two of you speak. He actually sounds a lot like you, just with much faster. So it was funny to hear y'all both talk at the same time. Yeah, you have a slower Destiny voice.
Maybe.
But yeah, that was it.
Okay, thank you. Salamancer.
Nope, nothing.
Get out of here, Chase.
Okay.
A couple things.
We lost him.
One, have you seen the film Grave of the Fireflies?
Oh yeah, we talked about it on Sardonicast.
Oh.
In the past year.
In October.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it last week and I thought it was really good.
Pretty fan flipping tastic, in my opinion.
Yeah, hits
Yeah,
you right in the
it's
feels.
something I could watch
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
Second, I rewatched your review on the 2019 remake of Child's Play.
Yeah, I forgot that was a movie.
You, we all did, and I recall you saying something. The scene with the what was it? The flying drone being able to slice through people's necks, which was impossible.
I didn't. Okay. So there's this thing that happens when I'm watching stupid movies where I consider films to be like a very active experience and not a passive experience. Some people just kind of like sit back and just let the film happen and that's it. But when I'm watching movies, I'm like actively thinking about so many things in the movies. And when I see a stupid movie, when I see like something where like nothing makes any sense and I have a lot to say about it and I'm basically having conversations with myself in my head as the film's going. I'm like, how does this work, right? Like, did that just happen? What did that happen? And sometimes as a result of that, I miss things that are on the screen for like a second, right? So in that part of the movie, I guess I missed when they put razor blades on the helicopter things or something. But even
I totally missed that
then,
too on first
even
viewing.
then, if despite me not noticing that they put razor blades on those things, the motors on those aren't very powerful at all. It's still very stupid.
Yeah,
right?
even
like
with
a
the razor
Dead
blades
Island
attached
weapon.
to it, I don't think it's gonna, be as lethal as the film.
Yeah,
It might like
Traded to
scratch
BS.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still stupid even if I missed a part of that. So yeah, oopsie, it happens.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, was that was that what you want? All you wanted to ask me about?
Third thing is more music related.
Sure.
I just 2 weeks ago I just got into Undertale, that
Oh,
game
yeah.
made by Toby Fox. Pretty solid game, but I really love the game's soundtrack.
It's great music.
Really. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Which version of Undertale?
Probably I guess the true pacifist. I
Oh,
mean,
no, I mean like like what? Because each Undertale on each console is like a different version.
What?
Really?
Yeah, each one has like a different thing inside of it that's unique to each console version.
What?
Yeah,
There's
so like
different soundtracks to each version?
No, like just like slightly different like things in them. Like the Xbox version has a gambling room that's only inside of the Xbox version.
Fuck! Why would they do that?
Huh.
Yeah, I guess it's like so. There's a reason for people to buy every single version of
That's
Undertale. I
rude.
guess.
I guess.
The truest
I have one on the
Undertale
PS4.
fans need to purchase every console.
I am not doing that. Like I have one on the PS4, and there's like this doggo shrine in
Oh,
one of the
that's
houses in Snowden. I thought it was pretty funny, but PC version doesn't have that.
Yeah, I think that was one of the unique things.
All right.
And I don't know. I'm sorry. Go.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. Fatorius?
I don't really have a question. So just thanks for all the good work over the years and all that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Did I miss Taylor? Did we get Taylor? I'm like so tired right now.
No, I asked about the Sardana cast.
Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry. When Salamancer got yeeted, it moved around some things, so I got confused. He got ejected from the ship. Augie.
Yeah, same thing. I just want to say thanks for all the great content. So many films I would have never even heard of without, the things, your reviews and stuff. But I did also want to recommend a filmmaker I really like to an independent trans Filipino filmmaker named Isabella Sandoval. I think that's her name, or it might be Isabel Sandoval.
What films would I look up?
So I'm not really good at pronouncing them, so let me just find
Okay.
it real quick. I know that her films, though, she's only made 3 films, and I know that 2 of them are on the Criterion Channel, and one of them is already on Netflix.
Can you spell out either the name or the title of one of the films? Because
Yes,
IMDb's search function is the worst. If you don't spell it like exactly correct, it doesn't show you.
Yeah, sorry, I have it. So Isabel is just spelled ISABEL SANDOVAL.
Okay, I see.
Lingua Franca, Senorita, and I think it's called Apparitions.
Okay, and have you seen all of those? Are they all like good?
I've only seen Senorita and Lingua Franca, and I think they're both really great. I think they're both great.
Okay.
Lingua Franca is my favorite, so yeah, I think she's really talented.
Watch list these.
Yeah, I recommend it. That was it.
Thank you.
No problem.
And Dat Boy.
I have been trying my damnedest to get into Soulsborne games, and I absolutely suck at them. And I guess I'm just wondering if there's a really good like entry point for me to get into there.
How early do you give up?
Shit, that's a loaded question. I would say maybe like after 15 deaths in a row, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Dark Souls was something that I got decently far into without much help. I play through most of the Souls games with Twitch chat telling me what to do basically for a lot of it.
Okay.
I guess the one thing you'd have to remember is that if you're having difficulty with something, you can always like level up and grind, right? Or try a different approach or go a different way or something, right?
Okay.
Because if it's like a boss that's giving you tough time and you have to beat that boss, then you might just want to try like leveling up or getting a better weapon or upgrading your weapons or stuff. There's just too many factors in the Souls games of like things you're supposed to be conscious of and remember you can do that it is a little difficulty. Or sorry, there is a bit of a learning curve. It is a little difficult.
Right.
But yeah, I guess that's Dark Souls 1 would be the one to recommend, honestly. That's probably my favorite. Dark Souls 3 is a bit easier than 1, I think, actually.
Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, that's the easiest one I've played, I think.
Okay.
I did that without summoning. So.
Oh, okay. So just no straight no summoning.
I mean, there was a challenge to it for sure, but I did it. So.
Okay. I'll have to try that out then. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out. I might take a nap. I'm very tired, and my sleep hasn't been good for the past while. But who knows? Maybe I won't. Because then if I take a nap, does that mean that I'll ruin my sleep for tonight and won't be able to sleep? We'll figure out how that goes.
Always happens to me.
I know, it's the eternal conundrum. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. I'll decide what I'm going to do.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon.
You're awesome, man.
Thank you. If I don't nap, or maybe even if I do, I'll probably be editing through the rest of the Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 stuff tonight, because I want to try and get that finished up, so we'll see if that happens. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for